right. Funzo versus Smack. So it looks like Smack's team is hey, will you say something, Madior? Just so I can see if I got your voice working in my stream. All right. Let's see. So it looks like Smack's team is hey, will you say something, Madior? Just so I can see if I got your voice working in my stream. All right. Let's see. So it looks like Smack's team is hey, will you say something, Madior? What the fuck is going on? Oh, because it's playing it. Damn it, it's still not working. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I wonder what it is. I changed it so my second desktop audio would be enabled. Let's see if there's a Discord setting. Oh, Marlboro Man. I feel like we scrimmed this team, didn't we? Or maybe I watched. Maybe we casted a game of them. Okay. I feel like they were pretty good. Okay. I feel like they were pretty good. Yeah, actually, I can hear you on it, but it's like so quiet. I'm wondering why that might be. Oh, you know what? Let's try adjusting these things a little bit. Oh, it won't let me adjust them? Oh, it's because I got this open. Okay. Okay, let's see how this... Well, this is going to really be an annoying VOD, but yeah. I don't think I know any of the people on the other team. Okay. Okay. I don't think I know any of the people on the other team. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's still It's pretty annoying. The Marlboro Men win the toss.
that are 2K pops filled with
Radiant team ban!
I mean, it's weird. It's yeah. I'm just like, it's genuinely Pudge is genuinely a strong enough hero where you would even ban it for someone who's not like you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's not like a specialist. That's so bizarre. Yeah, that's so bizarre. And when you're talking about Pudge being like first ban worthy, it's first ban worthy as an off lane hero. Is that right? That's just so bizarre to hear. I just at least at my level, I don't see that like at all. You know. Yeah. I do. Yeah, it's a high, definitely still a high pick rate hero.
Our first pick, nothing unusual.
What's it way? Whew, Radiant team ban!
I know that like even in DPC people pick her first pick. She got pretty good buffs in last patch.
Entire team ban!
Okay.
I have no idea though what those people play.
Ten seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
I mean, Marcy.
Yeah,
Really strong,
5 seconds left now.
Pugna, still strong. Pit Lord.
Yeah, Pocket's kind of surprising. I thought earners were pretty significant.
I mean, what do you think about the idea of picking Jug in the first phase? Because I feel like I would not. Jug is like an all around good hero, but not necessarily a great hero, and there are some heroes at least that could counter him that are meta right now. Like I'm thinking of Doom, even like a support Doom. Um, you know,
Jug hates playing against stuff that pierces BKB. In general, like you know, because then he cannot play it safe with a spin, farming around the map. I think he was the fourth pick, so he sees Jakir and Pango already. Those two heroes don't do anything to his spin. So he probably sees like four in the.
an anti carry.
Kate's playing against stuff that pierces B. Yep, always good against Jug. In general, like the Jug and chase him around. farming around the map, really escape away from the Razor.
All right, I got your voice working in Discord now, or in OBS now.
All right, that's
I had
good,
to select. I have like 10 sound devices on my computer, and I had to select the right one. So okay, let's go. Ooh, Rubik.
Definitely a good Rubik game. It steals both Jakir and Pango, and even like Razor ulti here or there, something like that.
Yeah.
But even just like a casual ice path or something, you cannot cancel the
10
roll,
seconds
so you
to
can
pick
always
your
get the roll
hero,
from Pango.
moron.
You have a slight echo for me sometimes.
5 seconds,
I'm not
Morty.
100%
It'll be
sure
fine.
Why, but no big deal.
Everything is fine on my part, but I don't know what's.
I wonder if it's like repeating through my Discord somehow or something. Either way, Rubik. Okay, so there's you think this Dawnbreaker is a core Dawnbreaker, right?
Most likely a 3, but she could be put like a 4 or something. I think 3 Dawnbreaker is the most popular one. But I may be influenced by the fact that Vex plays a lot.
Yeah, I just, I think Dawnbreaker is just really, the changes to her really small, but she's just really strong. Like, she just is undeniably really strong. The thing that I used to always experience with Dawnbreaker is I could stomp the early game, and then you sort of, after, I don't know, 25 to 35 minutes, you're just not strong anymore, and I feel like that doesn't happen anymore. She's got that sustainability with the extra.
I mean, she still does fall off a bit, right? She's still not the strongest. Like, she has a period of time where she gets not as strong, but this period of time got smaller because now, because she's stronger early, so she gets faster to the point where she gets the item to be strong again. So.
Go, Dire Team! Pick them up! Pick 'em.
Ripper!
Ooh. Hoodwink is I feel like that's a weird choice, because, I mean, Jakiro lays waste to the trees with Macropyre, Hoodwink, and naturally low
Rick,
HP
there's only 10
hero.
seconds left to Radiant Team ban!
Really Pango. I mean, really all these heroes can, especially with a Medusa, Hoodwink is really going to have to play intelligently with position to have any effectiveness at all.
Well, I don't understand, like, what position. Is this a Hoodwink 5? Is this a Hoodwink 5? Like, I don't really like this idea of Rubik Hoodwink together. If it's a Hoodwink mid or something weird like that, I like it a bit more. But not the...
Are you talking in game too?
Yes.
Oh, Dire Team
How do I
ban.
mute you in game?
Let me see.
See you
There is a
later.
button, go to audio, and there's mute full
Radiant Team ban!
Oh, mute co-broadcaster. That's probably what it is.
Let's
All right.
see.
So the last pick is a support hero for Marlboro Men.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you
Maybe it's not,
moron.
because they're
you better pick your hero. 5
mid-hero
seconds.
still. They have voice.
I mean, it could be a Pango 4, Jakiro 5. It could be a Pango 4.
Yeah, just Pango 4 is going to be a sad boy. I mean, a Rolling Thunder is Rolling Thunder, but I feel like it's tough to
Dire
get the
Team ban!
items that would be desirable. Yeah, they're banning it like it's going to be a support. Big time sniper ban.
Come on, Radiant Team, you gotta pick them right!
I'm trying to think of what I would...
Sniper is a weird choice, but I guess it's good versus Medusa and Razor.
Yeah,
man,
they don't really
Rick, there's
have...
only 10
I mean,
seconds left to
especially if
pick a
Pango
hero.
is not a core and is not going to have, like, Ags or something.
5 seconds left now.
Not a lot of closed gapping.
I said that the Sniper is good against Razor, but it's like it goes both ways. Because if Razor, when he gets to his 550 move speed, well, irrelevant now anyway. Swap mid for Stevie Ruggs.
Queen of
remember
Pain.
correctly, she's
Shout
the
out
mid-
Wretched
mid-
Hag, RIP, Heroes of New Earth. Wretched Hag way better than Queen of Pain.
You really gotta pick a hero. You got 10
Oh, you
seconds
used
left.
to play Han, right?
Yeah.
I think you do.
That's
the only
better pick
MOBA
your
I never
hero.
tried.
5 seconds.
I mean, of the major ones, they're...
Yeah. So this could be, trying to think, a 3. I mean, I still feel like Doom could be good, but I think if I wanted to play Doom, I would play it as a 4 or a 5 instead of a
You can
3.
put him 4 and Pango 3, or you
Yeah.
can put him 3 and you can put Pango 4. Doom's pretty good here. I agree with you.
Yeah.
On the other
Well,
side, like Jug is already not great this game. They have good solutions to Jug already. So you might not want to overcommit to that.
Is Silencer something decent? I mean, Silencer messes with Dawnbreaker. Okay,
Get
just
up
so
on in there and choose that hero!
Yeah, they needed some more CC, and they got it there.
Yo, what a Razor skin.
So this is Razor off lane versus Jug in lane. That's understandable. Absolute terrible lane for Jug. DK mid versus Quap. DK in theory should be survivable enough to not die to Quap to the overtime harassment.
Yo, I'm gonna go ahead
Overall, I like Dire's draft way more than Radiant, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm worried that the Radiant supports, just from a support perspective, is gonna be, there's a lot of damage on the board for Dire, and it's gonna be really hard to be effective. I also wanted to say I give an A+ to both teams' skin game. I mean, Hoodwink. There's only I think that one Hoodwink skin, and I think you had to get it from Battle Pass.
The Quap skin is not as great as it could be, right? There's no Arcana.
Yeah, I got the Immortal Dagger though. But I mean, Dragon Knight's one I don't think I've ever seen. Razor's one I've definitely never seen. Pango
I think
one
those are pretty new.
really good. Oh, maybe they're like DPC ones or something. A lot of Jug games.
Anyway, I think this game, Razor should have a good game in theory, right? Lane versus Jug, and if he doesn't, for example, for whatever reason, the game will be very hard for Dire. But if it goes as planned, I feel like the Dire definitely have the advantage draft-wise here.
Okay, I think I still have control over my own camera.
Okay, well, I think that just means that, if somebody would watch the replay in Dota TV, they would see my perspective.
Okay.
But I actually don't know if that's better. As usual, everybody on the teams knows each other and talks shit. That's nothing new, right? In these leagues from every game I've seen.
All right, let's see. Boots first on Pango.
Alright, so we see it is Dawn 3, Hoodwink 5, Rubik 4, obviously Quap mid and Jug carry. It is Pango 4, DK 3. Oh no, DK is 2 Razors, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Jakiri is 5, they're invading for the bottom rune.
Rubik's got the Ring of Basilisk.
Oh my god, the battle's about to start! Relax, Morty! Relax! Come here, buddy, come here. Cuddle in with me.
Wonder if he saw that ward. Did you draw that line? Or is that them?
No, that's...
Oh, we can see them drawing the lines. Huh?
Yeah. He's telling his support to not go in there and die, trying to go for the rune and go around.
Game starts! It starts! It started!
I've definitely seen that many times. Not from you, from Vex. When Vex played 5 on the MDTL. It definitely happened.
It's almost always going to be better to just safely take 2.
For sure. Yeah, but then sometimes enemies will try to stay around the rune, and if support walks back through this area, they can die. Even if it's 30 seconds later.
All right. Kind of a boring Dragon Knight mid. But that's good against Quap.
Yeah, I think like in couple levels, like first couple levels, Quap will feel way better, and she has advantage in terms of free plays right now. Like, it should get better for DK as time goes on.
You are dead. Dead.
Nothing for you.
Pop hits for 61. Dragon Knight with the Fairy Fire hits for 59.
Yeah, but Dragon Knight also has a Quelling Blade and he's amazing.
Oh man, they just
There's
got
a last
some of
game
that
he won't
first
have a
blood
power.
going.
Man, that was
Best
fast.
of my kind.
Razor
first
got killed bottom. Very good start for the Jug. It's really important to make this Razor not go wild in this game. So far, so good for the Radiant.
Let's see, did they block? Okay, so the hard camp got blocked, but the easy camp didn't. Hoodwink's gonna have an opportunity to potentially stack it, but you see Pango already following him into the jungle. Knows what's happening.
Yeah, but
He's gonna
he'll
get
be
there
able to
time
stack.
body block it.
Oh no, no, he is there in time. Right, he has boots.
Denied.
On top side, also big camp block, small camp not block.
Yeah, top has the benefit of having that high ground vision so they can see if they're trying to stack.
Rubik might go down top right now.
A little bit in trouble. He's not going to burn to death, though.
He's fine. Yeah, he should
He doesn't
be
have any
fine.
regen at all, though.
Kerr is coming to him. He has
Dawnbreaker's
some
almost
tangles.
out of regen.
Bottom Jackie spin on the Pango, and Pango is going to go down.
Roll along home, you silly bastard.
Bottom is going really well for the Radiant.
Yeah. I guess looking back at it, Hoodwink I think is kind of a strong laner against Razor because when he does get the static link, you can sort of guarantee it breaks with a bushwhack that hits.
You could say the same about like pretty much every hero with a stun. I'm surprised that Razor didn't go just for a casual combo to try to dodge some of them. It's not always possible and pretty hard, but I think it would be worth a shot. Radiant are dominating all three lanes right now. Mid is going pretty well for Quap, and they killed Math top. Everything's going perfect.
So you're saying Quelling Blade, like when he sees Hoodwink do the cast animation, he's chopping a tree very fast.
Yeah. Like if you ever saw pro games, like they try and are pretty successful with it pretty often, right? Not as skilled players as pro players. If it would be done rare, like I personally, not even 50% of the time I would be able to cut it down. But sometimes it can give you a kill or allow you to escape for like 100 gold, right? Why not? And you see, he buys a Quelling Blade now. So
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have it now.
yeah.
It's
similar to how you like, if you're playing against Nature's Prophet, just having a casual Quelling Blade is very valuable for a hero.
Oh yeah. Alright, so Dawn doing pretty good, as we would sort of expect.
Yes, and Matt is maybe will go down, but he's able to get another tower.
Yeah, he's gonna live, but he doesn't have
Man,
shit.
you might as well save that.
Yeah,
energy,
Dawn versus
because Radiant just
Medusa,
fortified
it's
their
their lane, and I
structures.
think they're about to die. Medusa. I think they're fine. Yeah, they see him. Medusa will go down.
There's gonna be a response. Shield Crash is gonna get rooted. The question is,
I'm not
he's
sure
not gonna
why
have
this...
enough mana. Well, now
He
he's
should-
gonna have a lot of that
I
next.
don't know why he didn't TP here. He had TP, so he definitely could have just TP'd. He knows that they don't have any stuns.
Dyer's top tower
He
is
should
under
know that
attack.
Jakir doesn't have a nice spot.
Can he land that
That
liquid
force
fire,
field
though?
leads me to believe that Dyer
he's
just
not gonna catch
fortified
him.
their
No.
structure.
Alright, he's fine.
But I think what was that, a trade of the Rubik for Medusa? So
And most importantly, it's for Pango rotation top. Your 4 came top to secure a return throw on your position 4. And now this Razor has a terrible game. Like, at the start I said that this Razor should have a good lane against Jug, and absolutely he does not. So, it's I would like to see Dire actually focusing on the bottom lane.
Good TP timing.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty surprising that they're sacking Razor's lane so hard. And like they're sacking to try to recover top lane, not to try to do anything you know, not to try to dominate something else, right? Because this Dawn's so perfectly fine farming under basically her own tower while Medusa is jungle. So definitely a big lane win for the Radiant.
Yeah, Medusa only level, well, just about to hit 5.
Quap is level 7, she went to base to fill up the bottle. We'll see if she decides to TP to gank some lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
Understandable. Ludwig keep it mid to protect the tower. The tower is really working the DK. If this DK will hold it, I think they have damage.
Oh, man.
Dire's top
Dawn
tower is under
misses
attack.
the stun, but still gets him with the telekinesis.
And Dawn has level 6 now.
Dawn looking pretty
Look,
healthy in
Radiant's
terms of
middle tower
mana,
is under
having the
attack.
soul ring, having the bracer, can right-click phase boots and have him brought out, so doing really good.
Radiant's middle tower is under
36 and
attack.
7 compared to 30 and 4 Medusa.
Jeez, Radiant's middle tower
They're
just
trying
got
to go
wrecked.
to kill the DK who already took their tower. Yeah, he goes down with the Quap ultimate, but he took down the tower, which is really surprising. Radiant were far ahead. I think they could have punished the DK before he finished up the tower. Pretty slow rotations from them, I feel like. 3 Dire Heroes bottom. Not sure if they can kill this Jug with a spin TP available at any point and Magic 1.
Yeah, especially with no, I mean, Pango's only 4, no Rolling Thunder.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, geez, Razor is so low health.
The Dire should know that now is the time for them to go. There is 90 seconds without Quap ulti and 80 seconds without down ulti. So right now is the time for them to do something. Say take another tower bottom now, right? Group up, take the tower bottom. DK is holding top, so a lot of indecisiveness from both teams so far. Quap is taking stacks in her own jungle.
Yep.
So we call him that a grief, but what do I know? They're actually going around this Jug, but it's really hard to kill, even if they are able to find it.
Yeah, it's also has potential, I feel like, to be a 2v3 like situation where they're happy. Especially
Look
if they
up,
get
because
off a good
Rubik has level
onslaught.
6. Yeah, this Rubik has level 6, so if he can get a steal and say a stun from DK, it could be potentially something happening there.
Yeah, potentially 3 stuns there if Dawn lands the Starbreaker. Oh, now Yellow's sleeping top, so there's going to be
Dire's middle
another
tower
as
is under
well.
attack.
Yeah, I think they really want this DK.
They can fight into that dragon for sure. Nope.
Dire's middle
He's
tower
got
is
the top.
under attack.
Doing this there with his stun.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Even Dawn with popped. Weird, but,
That's weird all.
but I think.
Oh, and now
no.
Razor's gonna he's got Eye of the Storm up. Dawn's gonna go down. Rubik's gonna go down.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Yeah, really weird engagement. And Quap had a TP, I think, all this time. So she could have joined to secure the kill or
And
help
she
out.
had Sonic Wave up too.
Oh,
She
Radiant's
comes
bottom tower
she
is
comes
under
now
attack.
to get the kill on Razor, but Goodwink misses the stun. They'll still try to go for it. Pop ulti. Razor is dead.
Pain is the best teacher.
Tango's doubled all 6. He has the roll now.
And now Dawn is back though. They're gonna go in, but Dawn is back.
Very good dodge. Yeah, very good dodge from the pop. This DP is not
Starbreaker. Oh wow, 3 stuns. What a play!
And Ruby is able to steal the Rolling Thunder. Turn potentially this around.
Can he get the dual breath?
Double kill. Oh man.
Nice. And
And
that's
get lift, and no, he doesn't. He doesn't decide not to try to go for the Jakiro.
2 for 3. 2 for 3 for
Yeah, definitely good for the
For
Dire.
the Dire.
Whatever the Radiant were doing top didn't work out for them as well as they hoped for. Jug is about to finish up his Maelstrom though. And the Medusa is almost done with her Dragon Lance.
You think so? Jakiro's got a Aghanim shard queued up as his items. Is liquid is the second liquid fire ability
I'll take
that
that.
powerful?
Don't ask me about support builds.
Radiant's bottom
Okay,
tower is
just
under
see,
attack.
It's
now-
not
I wouldn't really, but I guess it does add like a mini stun, you know.
It's mini stun and
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is
a
under
lot of
attack.
damage, but I literally don't know
Way to go!
what you're
Radiant's
what
bottom
you're
tower is
supposed to do in
completely
Jakiro.
gone.
Yeah.
I probably played it here like 3 times in my life, and last time like 5 years ago, so... One good thing for
Jakiro's gonna
Dire...
get. Oh no.
Dire's top
Okay,
tower is
well,
under
well, that's
attack.
really well done. I think Radiant will the Radiant should group up to kill the tower. They should even out the tower advantage.
Dire's top
that
tower is under
Dire
attack.
has. Just still try
Ooh,
to
Dire,
defend,
you
but
gotta
she should be
fortify their
careful.
structures. Good work.
Her team is rotating from bottom though,
Radiant's
so
bottom tower is under
I think a
attack.
big fight will happen here in a second.
What a mess.
Both teams are ready to go.
It's interesting to see Dawnbreaker is 6th in net worth. Dawnbreaker had like a pretty good lane.
Tiger roll on the clock. Nothing happens, but Ruby steals the Tangle. Juggle on the Razor. Razor will go down. Rubik is still running around the whole team.
Watch out. It's a killing
And
spree.
Matt is out of mana, so Medusa might go down.
Stuffies, did we?
Yeah, 2 for 1 trade.
Pretty even so far.
The Dire were able to protect their own tower though, and it gives them time for map control. So it's not that bad, all things considered. And we can see that the game for Pango is really hard. It'll keep being hard.
I'll take that.
And because he's a support, there is no time for him to get Lincolns. Like, even if he gets it, it'll be like in 30 minutes or so. So, Rubik will be able to steal the Rolling Thunder pretty much every time. The DK has Blink.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
What
I mean, the
else?
best thing he can do is just hit shield crash the moment he. Okay, we got a smoke on Dire.
Yeah,
It
they'll
looks like
try
they're gonna
to
try to
defend their
loop
top
around
tower.
I did
Radiant
side.
go for Razor, and Razor is about to die before anything happens.
He's now dominating. He's dominating, Rick.
This Rubik might go down.
Okay, so Rubik did not get the rolling thunder that time. So
Yeah, this time he used Shield Crash. So,
Maybe my finger
he is out of vision.
Under attack.
When he gets the blink, it'll get easier for him.
Oh
But
boy,
he needs to
Dire's
remember to
middle
use Shield
tower
Crash every time
denied.
after
What are you gonna do
shields.
now?
Or it's
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Alright, and Dire are ready to get
Dire's
the top
bottom
tower
tower
now
is
with the
under
DP
attack.
form active.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So even with everything that's happened, Dire still are
Radiant just fortified their structure. Morty, they're going
in
after Dire's bottom
advantage
tower.
in terms of map control, even with Radiant getting a couple of reinforcements on the top lane. Radiant have problem with initiations. They kind of don't really have a hero to initiate. they have Quap, but Quap obviously doesn't want to go first. And they have Don, who before Blink cannot get in. That's Don's biggest problem. Don requires somebody else to go in first, and their team kind of doesn't have anybody, which is why I didn't like the Rubik, the Blink support duo. Don was getting Don on the top, like with heroes. Should be killer pretty easy here.
Yeah, he's
going in. He didn't use the shield crash.
He missed.
And she didn't use the shield crash. Rubik has the rolling thunder, but he failed to cast it. I think he canceled again. What a weird engagement.
Oh, he like canceled it instead of stop casting it?
So,
yeah, because it's on cooldown.
On Pango, when you cast it, like it has a very long delay. And on Rubik, I think it's pretty much instant that you start your roll. And I think if you are not ready, like you can cast it twice or something and instantly cancel it. So I think that's what happened there. Whatever it is, you'll still have the rolling thunder for next engagement.
Looks like
so it's still very good for him to have it up next fight. This Razor is still quite a bit away from the DKD, and as well as DK. So it will be very effective.
Is Falcon Blade a core item on Razor? That seems like
yeah, that's pretty normal. Yeah, that's normal for Razor. You're farming your a lot, so you need a lot of mana. So it's pretty much the only hero I would ever buy Falcon Blade on.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, see, it keeps happening. Like, 4 heroes TP bottom to try to defend the tower, but DK just blinks away. Because Radiant have no way to go on him. Ezra Kira should be careful though, he might meet a Quap, and this will be the end of him. Rubik with long range, ice path on the DK. DK is about to die as well. They're using these juggles, and they overstayed their welcome. They saw that 4 heroes TP'd bottom, they should have left a bit earlier. They saved just a couple seconds too long, which resulted in those kills for the Radiant.
Yeah, sort of like a really common mistake. Like they sensed and they saw that they were defending that tower, and they sort of took like a few steps back, but they didn't get all the way out.
Yeah, see, like they think, oh yeah, they have no initiation, like what can they do for it? But then they end up being too aggressive and just running into the enemies. Like this allows the Radiant to really get the control over the map. They're pretty much back to even, and they're invading the top jungle right now. They're seeing the Tango and the Medusa. They have very good Donald on top of the Ice Path.
The first good Donald is gonna take out Medusa.
Rubik Ice Path did so much in that fight. The pull up into the roof back and the Gunbreaker was such a perfect combo. And the killed the Medusa, which is the most important, but as well as 2 other heroes.
Radiant's top tower is under attack!
Yeah, big boost for Jug. Jug leapfrogs Medusa to be the 2nd highest net worth next to Quap.
I mean, Jug wasn't even there. He was just farming while his team was doing the plays, right? The regular carry thing. I disagree with Jug's item build a bit. He goes for Manta right now. Instead of, say, Diffusal. Like, I still want to see Diffusal on him a lot in this game versus the Medusa. And I hope he goes back for that. Not a big fan of Manta.
What's the Manta gonna... The Manta's gonna shed Static Link?
No, it doesn't.
So what's
there
it
isn't,
gonna,
like...
I'm not even sure, like, he can disjoint Mystic Snake? Like...
yeah, that's exactly why I'm saying it's not great. I would think that this is the game where if you want to go that item, like go SNY to be good. If you want the farming speed from the Yasha, so he didn't buy the recipe yet. So I think I really want to see him go back to SNY or go for the Diffusal. Lara is smoking into the Radiant triangle. They're about to find the Dawn. They see the Dawnbreaker.
They're gonna get Dawn. Well, they might be able to get Hood too. They're gonna spot
They
Rubik
see
as
both
well.
Hood and Rubik right now. And he has a shield crash, so Rubik cannot steal. Ice Path both ways, this Rubik will go down. The Rubik will
Radiant not gonna commit any resources.
Double kill.
Yeah. At the same time, good split push coming out from the Quap. While she was waiting for the DK now.
I didn't realize that DK already has a gem.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh yeah, I think it was pretty recent pickup. Jug ended up going for the Manta. Pretty questionable. Quap has pretty to be done on the career, ready for pickup at any moment. And I think they'll look to smoke with those with the BKB right now after everybody respawns.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They see all of the Dark Heroes on the ward right now.
So I mean that gem is bought just to control vision and make sure they're not in dangerous situations, or
Radiant's top tower is under
pretty much.
attack.
blink on Pango.
And the BKB on Dawnbreaker as well right now. So really big timing for the Radiant, and they're smoking in as
they
a...
smoked.
Yeah.
Acknowledging that.
If they run into this Razor, it'll be really hard for them to kill him with the BKB on him. So they need to run up in the way... Alright, they have the vision on him.
Brown right there too.
Oh, that was a weird interaction. He lifted himself, I think, double for the and kill it. I think the kill will be happening back for his team.
They see the
but-
DD here. Yep, they do see the DD. They're gonna
You
Roche.
see the DD and they could go for Roche. They're losing top tower. It doesn't matter at this point, the tier 1.
Radiant's top tower is fallen.
They give the
Gives it to
double damage to Jug
right
and
click
they're above. Radiant are not ready to fight at all, so not sure if this Pango will recognize it. He has a blink as well, and he has a shard on the career. But I think
Okay, well
yeah, they're not coming for this. They're not coming for this. Radiant will have the road safely, no problem. The DK is trying to quick push to finish up the bottom tier tower.
Roshan just got taken out by the Radiant.
Because the Quap was steeping to. Quap is going for the Lincolns, realizing that it's a really important Lincolns game versus both DK stun and the Razor Link for the Jug. Really good item. Jug is going for the blink, still not going for defusal against Medusa. I will keep questioning the Jug's item build until I see it proving himself.
Yeah, he's got Arcane Blink and a Blink Dagger queued up next, if that's really what he's going for.
Yeah, it's the Swift Blink.
Jug mix.
Radiant are smoking again, and they will go
He's
this.
not gonna go. What do we got?
Yeah, they're trying to probably place the vision or something in the triangle, as they're preparing to then take bottom tier 1, tier 2. So I think that's where they're heading right now.
Bait the Jug with Aegis, essentially. You got Dawnbreaker has the improved Starbreaker with the Shard and a.
The Dire see
9-second
on the
BKB.
scan that their triangle is invaded, and yeah, they're just sitting behind this Jug.
Oh
Jug
boy,
just
Dire's
sees
middle
the
tower is under attack.
Quap also has an Invis rated in her bottom.
Don runs into 3 heroes, not able to get the BKB off.
Oh, he's not even gonna get it. Oh, he didn't get it off.
Does get it in time. Really weird the ulti from the Don, and this Razor is sucking out all the damage from the
already.
Jug.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
This Jug is
It's a killing
stuck
spree
between
over
enemy
here.
lines with Razor chasing him down. I think
Razor
he's
59
about...
stolen damage. Probably not enough to do anything. Oh no, he's gonna get him. Oh,
No,
he
the Ice Pattern really saves the day. And he lives in 60 HP. Another weird ult from the Dawn. Like everybody's able to run out of it, and I don't know.
Yeah, the only good, so Dawn has probably ultied
Radiant's
5 or
middle
6
tower's
times at
under
this
attack.
point, and the only good one was that one that Rubik basically teed up for him with the Ice Path. Otherwise, it sort of seemed like almost a panicky ult, or at least like an ult that was really trying too hard.
Yeah, and he kept using him like, you know, where through one key's already in sight. He uses it like 3 or something like that.
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is
Pretty questionable.
destroyed.
I feel like if that's the way he wants to play it, he needs to do like Vexair does and build a Build a Gluttonier.
Yeah, either that or just, you know, if he's going
Dire's
to
top tower's
ulti
under
anyway
attack.
as soon as he enters the fight, it's best for him to split push or do something right before the fight starts. Before the fight starts. If he's already in the fight, I don't see a reason to use the ulti in it. Unless it's like to follow up on the big stun, which was not there at the time.
I mean, especially because he's not auto-attacking during the cast, he's continuing to take damage, and if he's continuing to attack at least, he gets the luminosity heals. So it's,
Yeah,
it's
right,
probably it probably heals just as much, if not more, than his ult does. Heal per pulse 70.
Doesn't even heal himself? I'm not sure how it works.
I think so.
Anyway, it was really good for the Dire. Radiant no longer have the Aegis. Jug has the blink, but I just don't see how this Jug should kill this Medusa in another 10 minutes. And this Medusa is getting huge as the seconds go, right?
Yep, you see Medusa ended sort of laning a little bit behind in net worth, which is sort of expected. At the 27 minute mark, Medusa about to surpass 15k. The next highest is going to be 13k with the Jug, so sort of the ideal Medusa.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Razor is also getting refresher orb on the career right now as we speak, and the direct smoke with the refresher there. So really big power spike for the
Dire's
Razor.
top tower is under attack.
Like the BKB refresher timing is when the Razor is at his strongest. The Dire is grouping up to push the bottom tier 2, and maybe even put up red in the fight, or like for a bit.
Yeah, if they've seen that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top
Just
tower is under attack.
Just gonna trade.
Oh, what a mess. I wonder what they're gonna build where Dire's top tower used to be. Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could you? Oh boy, Morty, there's some pretty fantastic stuff happening right here. Yeah, you said it, Rick. Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack. You know, Morty, it sometimes feels like they don't even care.
Queued up Silver Edge next.
Dire sees this Dawnbreaker, who is trying to defend alone. Your team is now TPing in as
Double
well.
damage, a spawn bottom, Razor standing on top of it.
Double
Gonna pick it up.
Ever seen someone play
DK's getting jumped. DK still doesn't have BKB. DK dropped gem as well. Weird overcommitment from the DK. I think, yeah, he anticipated to get his BKB in like a couple seconds. The career was almost there, on its way there, and he just overstayed his welcome a bit, not waiting for his BKB. Big break for the Radiant. This Jug should be careful. He could run into the Razor, and he blinks out in time.
So when DK gets up, he's going to have Dragon Form. He's going to have BKB. It'll be first refresher and still, I think, an 8-second BKB
Radiant's
on
bottom
Razor.
tower is under
so
attack.
Good. And
Yeah,
see
Razor, you don't care
Radiant
about the
smoking
duration of your
into him.
BKB. Because you have refresher, you don't really care about the duration of BKB. Radiant are smoking into their jungle. But I don't think they'll be able to find anybody maybe besides the Spango. Oh.
Good roll up.
Yeah.
Just gonna buy a couple seconds and that's it.
Quinlan has the gem on the Radiant now, so they'll be able to deward most of Dire's wards. Dire are going to mid and they'll see a pop in a second. We'll see if they decide to jump on this pop. Follow up with the ice path.
He's dominating now. He's dominating.
Perfect champion stance.
Yeah, perfect. Right before the swap blocker Lincoln. If she would have the Lincolns, she probably wouldn't die there.
I'll take that as tribute.
Really big timing.
Man, she's 100 gold away. Earn it. She actually could right click it. Now I believe.
Yeah. Dom is going for Bastard. He's linked by the Razor. This Razor can decide to run into... Oh, no. The Rubik's saves Don. With the
Allied
telekinesis
telekinesis
shard.
shard breaks it.
Radiant just fortified their structures.
Still, this tower is already at half HP, and everybody on Dire is absolutely ready to go. The DK will be about to run out, but I don't think it's...
right now.
Yeah, that's what they're going for. Tango will go up, follow up on the DK stun. DK is about to die to the juggler. They split the damage successfully, and the DK is about to escape. Razor is running in with the BKB. Kills down with the Dawnbreaker. With all of that, the DK kills with the Jug gets stunned by Ice Path with the DK4. Oh no.
Not so fast, Morty, because he just mega killed to mega kill.
Yeah, this will be a lane down, I think. Medusa is still going good, strong, like, this swap just cannot threaten enough damage to threaten this Medusa to go back. DK tries to go in, he didn't see that, he didn't check that swap now has Lincolns and he'll die for that. If they can get the kill on this Medusa as she's retreating, that's very big for the Radiant. She has no mana, so she should go down here. And this Jakiro is still at the top as well. The Ice Path by the Rubicon goes down.
Okay.
It's a good return. It's a good return for the Radiant. Still lane down, but they get a break and they kill the Medusa. This Roche will respawn before the Medusa, but I don't think they'll have enough time to grab it. The Razor does have BKB Refresher though, so they could try to go for it with this double damage if they find the correct timing when it respawns. But the Jug Swift Blink, I really disagree with this purchase.
Dire's middle tower's under attack. Ooh, Dire!
It would be interesting if I could ask why he decided to go for the Swift Blink. Or maybe I don't know something, but to me it seems pretty weird to go with Surge. Oh, Radiant are missing the Roche timing by 3 seconds. Dawn ulti? Dawn is just holding out of the bot lane to save herself with the BKB.
Yikes, Dawn having a tough game.
Silver is done in the Medusa. Interesting choice because they're not any
Doug is soloing Roach right now. Gets unlucky with the batches.
Tango is circling, so Tango knows this area. Dire are suspecting the Roach is happening right now. Will we see if they can get there in time? This Roach is going down pretty fast.
It's gonna be a start.
Dire are almost there. Tango didn't check, it wasn't time, but he's going to roll up. He's going in. The Jug is spinning to get the Aegis. It does the Aegis, he'll go down for this. We'll see if anything happens after he respawns. Rubik is getting jumped by the DK.
Killing spree. Own it.
The shard was on the ground.
Both supports for the Dire are dead, and they're retreating. This Razor is half HP and he doesn't have his BKB anymore. Pops the refresher, pops the BKB, and he's out.
Boy, during that Roach fight, the Aghanim shard was on the ground for a few seconds until Juggernaut eventually picked it up. I thought that was what Pango was going to take. He was working so hard to get in there and to roll up right on top of the Roach right as it died.
Well, tried to get the Aegis obviously, but it almost worked out for the Dire, but they were just a bit too late, and they still got the Aegis, so it's not the worst. Radiant cannot push into them, but still, you know, every second it can get when you're losing is good. Jug is getting jumped, he gets stunned by the DK, and won't be able to get away from them.
Ricky's unstoppable!
And that just shows you how good Razor is against the Jug.
Yeah, especially he didn't have BKB or Refresher up. That's just Razor the hero.
It buys all the amount of time it needs to get ready. And Razor also has the Spiral Legs. It's my favorite item on the Razor because it just allows you to run through all the cliffs. He decided to go for this Eye of Storm Strike interval level 20. that's not my preferred talent. I think that the other one is pretty much always good, because like you're just running at 550 move speed. But maybe it's a bit different for past 3s. He's also going for the hex. He is about to get the hex done.
Hoodwink caught out. I think he's gonna get away though, using the scurry and the bushwhack. One thing that's happened during all this is Medusa did complete
Those little
the
rascals are hitting
He's
Dyer's
got
bottom
BKB
tower.
queued up next. Probably about 2 to 3 minutes away from completing that BKB, although probably gonna save for
Oh
buyback
boy,
before
Dyer's bottom tower's getting hit.
ultimately getting that item.
I don't know, like if you consider getting a BKB before
Dyer's bottom tower's under
buyback
attack.
is not such a bad idea, especially in this game because Radiant don't have so many instant
What's the matter
stuns.
with you? You just
Only the
Dyer's
Rubik
bottom tower's
so if he
destroyed.
gets a BKB, you pretty much always can pop it. So you should feel pretty safe to buy it out before before the buyback.
Hex completed on Razor.
Yep. Bob gets stunned by the Tango, big Tango, very big Tango going in both fronts. She's also attacked, but she's able to get out. Jug is getting stunned by the Medusa, and this Jug is about to go down. Medusa has no HP though, so Medusa's about to die.
You better hold on to your hat because now it's
Buyback
a
and
mega kill.
Rubik, and they'll chase
That's
down the
five.
fire. His DK's full HP, he
There's
gets
no accident anymore.
flipped out, and
This
he's
is
about to
an
die.
accident now. He's unstoppable! It's like we got ourselves a triple kill here, Rick.
Well,
Morty, quit acting like a detective.
Radiant's
Radiant should be
full committed.
careful a bit. There's still double hex, because the Razor didn't use Suppressor in the fight. But I think they'll opt out
Oh my
not to
gosh,
fight
it's an ultra
and
kill!
just lose the Tango.
Murder.
Radiant went full send to defend that Jakiro who got caught out and kind of got punished for it, although Rubik did buy back and they did get both the 1 and the 3 in exchange. But Medusa dying, I think, makes it all not worth it.
Yeah, it's the good part is that Razor didn't use the refresher, and the fight happened under the Radiant base. The Radiant are not able to push out that much in the time being and take any objectives, at least not yet. But still, overall, it is concerning. And this swap, I think, yeah, she hit level 25, so now she has double Lincolns up. Oh no, she went for the blink. No, never mind. I thought she would go for the double Lincoln versus the DK, but
That seems like a crazy choice.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
yeah, for sure. This is
To
such a
not
good
get the
Lincoln
double
game.
link. I mean, just the double Lincolns is so strong. I mean, you think about, well, I guess it doesn't really do anything against Rolling
I'll
Thunder,
take
but I
that
mean, you have a
as tribute.
DK stun, you got Static Link,
Those little rascals are hitting Dyer's bottom
the
tower.
Medusa, presumably Mystic Snake.
And even even the
upgrades
Hex
going
on the
soon.
Razor, right? Hex as well. So the DK
Looks like dire structures
he
are
sees the pop, and he should
fortified.
see misses the blink, and the Radiant are able to run away from this DK. I think they'll be able to. Oh, they're trying to go back for the fight. We'll see what happens. They'll jump into the hero. This is getting ulted by the Jug. He's fine. Donner's dying in the back line. Jug is just stunned by the DK, but the DK is going down. Razor is low refresh. Oh, he doesn't use the second hex. Oh no. I think Soul maybe can run down the Jug. He uses the hex after the blade freeze up and he kills the Jug. Razor running into the swap. I don't know who will die here. Swap is getting lifted by the Jules from the Pango. But she's able to escape the second cooldown on the blink.
Let's see, second blink saved her there.
Oh my god, Rick, it's gone, people! Double killing.
And Medusa will peek out with the rest of the BKB duration. This Quap is doing so much in these fights, honestly.
Yeah, and I wonder if the 2-second blink is an acknowledgement of Quap that they're a little bit behind and she's gonna need to live.
Yeah, she's pretty hard to kill with the Kuras, BKB, and Lincolns anyway. In general, I think this Razor he made a small mistake by chasing too far. This could have gone way better for the Dire if they didn't chase so far, just with a Jug kill. But the fight is still like fights are still going both ways all the time. Pop will try to chase down the Pango to use the roll, but the Pango is elusive enough with the Yules and the Blink. This Medusa has the BKB and is pretty much 6-slotted, but it definitely didn't feel like she had too much impact in the last fight.
Yeah, you would think
felt
that
like
a
she
6-slotted
was just
Medusa's
chasing.
auto attacks would hit extremely hard. It just didn't feel like that. Let's see, Roche timing
Invisibility.
coming up relatively soon.
Alright, any big towns coming up? Level 25 for the Rubik. He went for the minus 12 second cooldown. So it's just 10 seconds now. With the ability to save his teammates. This Rubik is extremely high leveled, honestly.
Yeah, well, how
He's
does
higher
Rubik get 25 and Jug is 23? That's, you know, well, I guess Hood's 24, so maybe it's more says more about Jug.
Well, the DK has ads.
I would take that.
Sees the Hood.
Yes, he's about with the sentry and building
Being distracted.
refresher done on the swap. Wow. Double BKB, double Lincoln, double Sonic Wave.
Dyer's middle tower's under
Doug
attack.
wants to buy it. He can buy Scotty right now, too. Or at least in like 10 seconds he can.
That shook it out.
These fights are still a lot on this Razor to find the Jug before he can get
Dyer's bottom
anything done.
tower's under attack.
And like they're pretty
Great.
successful in
Dyer's
killing the
bottom
Jug.
tower just
It's
got
mainly
destroyed.
the Quap and the Rubik that give him the palms, right, with the magic damage.
You see, Quap has
Roche
the
is
arcane
respawning
ring
now.
as well.
The Dire just missed the Roche respawn. There's smoke in the area though. They might come back. This might be the first Roche for the Dire based on how the teams are positioned on the map. They're placing
Dyer's
aggressive
courier.
vision.
He bit the
So
big
if
one.
they
There's a
check out
job
the Roche,
opening, in case anyone's interested, for courier.
they're
Whoa,
in full
Dyer's
control of the
bottom
area right
tower's
now.
under attack. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Looks like Dyer's structures are fortified.
Still
Oh, Radiant's top
didn't check
tower
the
is
Roche
under
yet.
attack.
And Radiant are sieging the
Oh,
tier
boy,
3.
Dyer's
They
bottom
see that
tower's
nobody's
getting hit.
defending, so they should know that the Radiant are on their side of the map.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Oh, great. Dyer's bottom
gonna
tower
trade? They gonna
got
give up the
destroyed.
tracks?
Oh, Radiant's top tower is destroyed.
They're shooting back now. This swap gets
Radiant's
inside by the DK.
Super top line.
Dives instantly. Pressure up on the swap. The Razor is going on the Jug. He has the BKB up.
Boy, there's some angry people.
And he gets the Jug gets saved by the pullback from the Rubik.
Get with it.
The DK bought back, but they don't get anything for this. Really good for the Radiant. I think they'll end up finding the Rubik. And if they get the Roche for this after the buyback, this is worth it. But I want to see them going there what they're doing now. Also, Butterfly down in Medusa. So this Medusa is should live way longer now, considering the Jug has no MPV. They see Don and the Hoodwink on the ward right now.
And they're gonna
And
go
they-
for
they
the Roche.
Yeah, and they
Rubik dead
should
for
be able
84
to keep it.
seconds.
Yeah, this Rubik is a big part of the Radiant team. He has the Axe and the he's insanely farming. So his Gemuto is like his bottom 3 of the net board, he feels like he has so much and so much impact.
Dire top tower's under attack.
Ugly scepter. That's interesting. This roach will be a scepter for somebody. Probably Medusa. Especially since he's
No,
already
it's
6-slotted, he can eat
I would
it.
say that it should be Razor. But,
Oh, yep, it is going to Razor. Razor eats it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's
now
gonna
they have
have
to-
that Eye of the Storm striking 2 units, especially powerful with that Refresher Orb.
Absolutely. But they're all smoked right now, so with DK pushing out top, everybody else is preferring to place new wards and go to another area map, because you don't want to stick to the area map you just took an objective in, because like that's kind of obvious where enemies will try to go find you after the objective, so they're moving down to the bottom lane after taking the Roche.
Yeah, so Radiant investing a lot in the magic damage. You got the Quap having the double refresher, the Witchblade. You have Hoodwink, which has the Hunter's Boomerang Aghanim Scepter, which applies the Hunter's Mark to a target, increases spell damage by 25% on any target that's marked. And then Rubik obviously having that great game, so...
Yep.
An interesting, gosh, I don't know what you would call it, but like, you know, kind of like a game of like 2 different decks in Magic the Gathering, you know. See which strategy ultimately is better. I want to say at one point Radiant were up about 10k net worth. Now it's back down to 2k. Obviously, the Scepter and the Roche cause a big swing by themselves. Radiant smoking on
for
the
sure.
bottom.
And
They have Pango there.
Razor
Pango's got
has
the
done
flank.
Assault Caress. I don't know if they'll be able to find the Pango. They see the smoke is breaking, but Pango's already TPing out, and he's safe TPing from the trees.
Absolutely.
Lotus Orb down in the Hoodwink. That's very important for the Jug to protect him against the Razor. Like they have so much defensive items on their Radiant that they should be really safe. Like if they want to go to try to go fight
Lotus
the
Orb, will Lotus Orb purge the Hex if you do it after the Hex?
No, it doesn't.
No, so
It only
it's
only applies
gotta be on
basic
there
spell.
before. It's got to be before the Hex then.
Yeah, but it's mostly like you just put it on Jug, so Jug doesn't get linked by Razor for those 8 seconds, and like that's the main part about it. Like Lotus Orb is amazing against Razor, and you know it doesn't matter if you don't reflect the cuts or whatever. That's just an addition.
I'll take that. as
Medusa
tribute.
gives the cheese to the Razor, so this
Medusa.
Razor will try to go to high ground with
Absolutely.
axe and cheese.
2 minutes exactly on the Scepter. Medusa also completes the Satanic, so as soon as the Scepter pops, gonna switch that Satanic into her inventory.
Radiant's middle tower
This
is
Razor
destroyed.
is getting jumped, and Jug is doing insane amount of damage to him. He has the cheese when they'll try to go in back in. This Medusa will come back up to life. With life number 2, she still has the BKB mechanic up. If she chooses to pop that, she pops the BKB and proceeds to hit the rocks. Jug goes in with the ulti.
Radiant's middle
But
barracks are as
they
good
don't
as
have
gone.
the vision, so she's able to run away. Overall, it's okay for the Dire. They took a ranged rocks in the tower for the Aegis, didn't lose any heroes.
Yeah.
They're looking to stay in the area, but they're all on the ward, so they need to deward this clip and check it if they want to stay in the area.
Absolutely. I think you can be happy with that, but at the same time, when you draw it up, and especially if you end up losing this engagement.
Hold on, this Dawn is getting attacked and is getting killed by the Razor right now.
Killing spree,
She will be brought down. Tango with a very good roll in on the Quap. Quap moves in.
Very
Oh, this is
aggressive,
taking
very
the Quap.
aggressive.
He's able to keep the pressure to see how they can, but the Jug is getting stunned. Will go down. Dawn will get killed after the buyback. And we might look at the end.
This is Jug's buyback.
HP and has Satanic up. Yeah.
Alright. Oh.
The DK is trying to go further in
What a joke!
as the Medusa hits the throne. he's in trouble, but the Jug gets disarmed and gets taxed as well. The DK is going down, but the gem is back up. Jug uses the spin aggressively. This Medusa still has Satanic, so if she lives through, she can try to turn here. She will try to just run away though. Pops the DK, pops the Satanic, goes to hit on the Jug.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
Now this Razor's in trouble, he doesn't have BKB, and he might go down here.
Radiant's middle tower is
Able
under
to
attack!
go away using the Spired Legs. Very good retreat from the Dire after getting the lane racks and getting the dieback from the Dawnbreaker.
Absolutely. He's sort of one of the themes for one of the themes for both teams has been sort of some overcommitments or just sort of questionable decisions from both the Dawnbreaker and the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight getting a little overzealous, diving the tier 4s at a Juggernaut to try and get that Dragon Tail off, and really gets punished for it.
Yeah, but I understand. I'm okay with the play. Like it's sometimes when you see a buyback and you see an option to kill him, right? Like you see an option, like it's not that big of a commitment. The DK is essentially a position 3 here, or even maybe a position 4, but you know, he's not like a true mid, right? The true second core is the Razor here. So trying to get a Jug jump, if he would be able to get the stun off him and get the dieback on Jug, it's game over. So it's a risk he's willing to take. Because like the thing is, if he doesn't try to get a jump, they just leave there, right? Sure, the DK lives as well, but like, do you care at this point in the game if you lose 500 gold? No. Radiant won't be able to push anything for the DK death, so that's fine. Fanguiz will run into the co-op, we'll see him, but he cannot roll in time to cancel it. He could have tried to roll up, but or Swashbuckle with the Basher, but wasn't there. Razor is getting overwhelming blink done, so he now will be able to blink in and use his stuff more aggressively. Follow up with the DK. Radiant are looking to smoke and wrap around the Dire, so look to the fight happening here pretty soon.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under
Smoke will
attack.
run out as his Dawn is showing in the cubes. The Dire are now knowing that they were being
Dire's
chased around.
middle tower is under attack.
That's aggressive from Pango.
Radiant's top tower is
He'll
under
try to
attack.
bash him down, but the bash does not work.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that's like
Unlucky.
6 hits.
That could have been a game-winning play, especially
Absolutely,
Jug having no
absolutely.
buyback.
Like, if I'm in that position as Jug, my whole life goes through my eyes, you know? Like, you pray that the bash won't happen there.
What is it at 50%? 25% chance?
25, yeah, he got really unlucky there in the procs. Right, the Medusa's coming up to use the high ground again. Razor also pops the ulti. These towers already had down half HP.
I mean, it's gonna be
Radiant's
famous.
top tower is
Medusa
under attack.
Well, hold on, they're going to leave it from full to 0. They're doing this Medusa as well. They got stuck without using their BKB into all of the magic damage from the Radiant. Really huge fight. I would say that they were too defensive. Like, if I would be them, I would pop this refresher. I would pop the double Art Storm as I was sitting high ground. But they decide not to do it. They decide to just go in, get cut off before the BKBs are up and die. Another double damage for the Jug. This obviously the Medusa and the Razor have to buybacks at this point. So it's not a big problem yet for the Dire, so we'll see what happens now as the Radiant are moving into the mid lane of Rax.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tower's fast.
And this swap has Revenant boost, which is really big at this point in the game. Jug gets the DK stunned, gets disarmed,
Dire's middle tower is gone.
they're really trying to wait out and use and not use the buybacks and any of their scores.
Disappeared. Dyer's bottom barracks are really taking a licking in it, but it's not keeping on ticking.
They're deciding to give up these one lane,
Dyer's
2 lanes
bottom
of rocks
barracks are
for
hit. Dyer's bottom
not
barracks
using the
They've
buybacks.
seen better days.
Pretty much even now in terms of rocks advantage.
Absolutely.
Except
and
for the
coming
reading.
up on coming up on Roche number 4 timer. as
Yeah.
well.
Both teams hold it to the gems. One on Hoodwink, one on DK. Dyer will be looking to smoke as everybody's respawning. Medusa illusions will push out the wave.
Regeneration.
Let's get started.
Razor gets the jump, gets the bash on the Hoodwink from the Tango. Don will be nowhere. The Razor is about to die from the jug. Just gets split. Razor is still dead, but Dawn is dead as well. She doesn't have the buyback. She still isn't on the buyback from before. This jug is about to get split by the Tango. Gets refreshed. Gets catch from all the buybacks from Dyer. The jug still doesn't have a buyback for 90 seconds. And the Dyer should know that there is no buyback on jug now.
And Roche spawns at the exact time all this happens too.
Yeah, they can try and they can
How
get the Roche.
unlucky.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
I think they're they'll get the Roche fast, and then they'll try to go to the last lane of racks before the jug respawns. Bob is trying to get the top lane. In the meanwhile, Fang will be there to kind of kill the creeps.
My Tango's
But,
gonna be able to
Dyer's top
stop
tower
him.
just fell.
he will be able to for the time being.
Boy, Morty, you know that Roshi guy that just got killed by
This
Dyer?
swap over commits, he can get caught up. Oh, he gets stunned for the
Dragon
creep.
tail
Really
on the
nice play
creep.
from the DK. Yeah, from the creep, but the Guapa still is
Guap's
able
in
to escape
trouble.
for now. Oh. Okay. Still gets caught up. Cannot use the last blink and gets caught up. She has the buyback.
She buys
So
some
she
time.
still bought some time for the jug, and jug buyback will be up in 30 seconds. So by the time Dyer will be able to get to the base, jug will have the buyback.
And Medusa
So all
has,
things can.
Sorry, Medusa has a scepter to give to somebody. Gonna give it to Jakiro.
Yeah, I think that's the only. I mean, there's also Pango Axe, but it's not that great this game. And everybody else already has one, so.
Jug does have the buyback now, obviously.
Yeah, in moments like
Not
that,
gonna wanna use
you
that.
think like if I think they should know, but that he has the buyback by now. But you know, it's really close, right? He just got it like 30 seconds ago, so it's a matter of how well did they time it. Anyway, he'll respawn by the time they come up to high ground. Really scary for the Dyer because they don't have buybacks on DK or Razor, so they cannot die. So she should be used to going up in front because she's the one who has buyback and the agent. Bob used the first OG for nothing. Text reflected, but this Medusa should just stay in the racks. He has the Aegis, so he should feel safe. Tango is coming in with a big roll. Razor using the PKD. There's the there. This Duck is getting pretty low. Buyback happens to Don.
Ready to go. Dyer, that is. Dyer.
Jug is trying to go with Razor. Razor pops the cheese, so he's able to live, and the big ice path of the hero kills the Jug. Still has the buyback, so he buys back. Razor jumps into 2 heroes. Razor buys back. This Razor should be careful.
No,
There's no buyback.
my stuns are chained.
Dying to the ice path. He's able to run away and lost sliver of HP. Dyer should be careful here because they don't have the buyback. On this DK or Razor, DK will die.
Medusa still has the Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Medusa will die, I believe, for the second time, but we will see. She still has the Satanic. She gets CC to death.
A lot, burning fast.
He's not able to pop the Satanic. She's getting stunned to the death, and nobody has the buyback from the Dyer team except for this Medusa. Really scary for the Dyer, really big overcommitment after taking the racks. They decided to stay and they paid for it with their lives. We will see if Radiant are able to push down and finish the game before the Dire has respawns. The game is also at 60 minutes now, but obviously nobody cares about any jungle items or anything, because pushing out before the buybacks is the only thing that is there. Hoodwink even buys a Desolator as she'll join her team after pushing out one more wave with the BOTs.
Do you care about getting mega creeps if you're Dire right now? Or
You're just going for the tunnel. You know that they don't have buybacks, this is your biggest chance. Yeah, swap feature probably go for the tunnel. Rapier for the Jug, coming in on the turret right now. Roll up from Tango, they're trying to defend with the last bit of heroes they have alive. Uses pops the ult, pops the BKB. Tries to come her ground, but she gets almost brought down. She has no mana. She still has a Satanic, but she's not able to, she's getting control now to that after her BKB. The Combreaker will pop her ult, she will throw this Medusa off. It's ready to finish up the throne and winning the game 1.
Radiant wins! Radiant's victorious!
Really very close game the entire time.
Absolutely, and honestly, it came down to one overcommitment. After they took the top lane of Rax, they decided to stay. Right, they killed them they killed Jug once, they killed Dawn once. They bought back, and the Dire stayed without buybacks on their heroes. They and the buybacks on the Radiant won them the game as the Dire didn't retreat in time. Like if they, I think they definitely had the option to retreat them. They didn't use it, and they paid for it with losing game 1. Game coordinator is being updated, so not sure what's happening here. Let's see.
That was a good game. There was lots of there was never a huge net worth advantage on either team. Even when it got big, it shrunk back down. A lot of back and forth the whole game. I mean, that's a 10 out of 10 quality game, and you gotta feel. I mean, both teams can feel pretty confident heading into a game 2.
Absolutely. Both of his teams are pretty good for these leagues. They're like both at least top 8, so good games around. As we're waiting for the lobby for game 2 to come up.
Let's see if I can pull up the. Oh shoot! Well, I can't pull up the stats for that game.
Yeah, I think the game coordinator died in the middle of the game, so it will be some time until it's up. Oh, there it is.
And I don't even think Jug actually had the beekeep or the rapier in his hands at the end when he killed Medusa. He just got so strong that it didn't matter that Medusa had a butterfly or anything. Just can right click him to death.
Yeah, this Medusa was getting CC'd to death by Hoodwink and Rubik from the backlines. As soon as her BKB was down, she wasn't able to do anything in this game. Lobby is up, so we can hop into that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was a good game. That's pretty exciting. It is not.
Yeah, definitely. The ending was very hype. So.
Yeah, exactly. Game 1, lower bracket round 3 is a game where come back from megas, albeit they got the megas like 2 minutes before the game ended, but still.
It still counts, right?
Yeah,
it still counts.
Yeah, it still counts. I'm counting 100% of games as Mega Creep wins. Are there any heroes that are ban worthy after that game 1? I think Razor might be worthy of a ban. At least if there's gonna be like a, well, I guess you still end up winning the game, so maybe not.
I mean, for the Radiant, Razor is strong as a hero, but like they were able to limit him in lane, and that's like a big part of Razor. He was obviously still able to do his things, but um, I don't think. I mean, we'll see if they think it's ban worthy. For the Dire, this Quap was absolutely blasting through his game. Really good performance from Steve Ruggs. But also as well the Rubik with insane steals, insane ice paths. For a guy who's Crusader 5, pretty good play in terms of
Wow, Rubik's a
skill usage
Crusader
there.
5.
Yeah.
Wow. That was, I mean, I guess I was gonna ask who the 3 stars are. I mean, Rubik is guaranteed one of them. I mean, Crusader 5, like playing like a, carrying his weight and then some.
Absolutely.
You got to think.
And definitely not a standout performance for the DK, even though he had a lot of good stuns. It's a DK, it's a hero like that. You at some point, if you don't have a perfect game, you kind of turn yourself into a stun. You use your stun and that's it. You kind of don't do anything else. For a player who's top 400 immortal in A, we'll see if they decide to put him on something more impactful in late game than a DK for the game 2.
Yeah, I think the sort of, if I was picking the 3 stars for me, I guess it would be Rubik, Queen of Pain, and Razor. Razor sort of carried his team for a while, but sort of got in a bad rhythm of buybacks and diebacks and things like that, and it just sometimes.
Yeah, like I think like we played games like, so you understand, like 60 minutes in the game, it's going all crazy. Everybody's screaming, like everybody's hyped after every kill. Like at least that's when I play, like that's what ends up happening, right? Like when I end up blinking into fucking tier 4s as a PA, dying in like enemy base, like stuff like that, right? You know how it works.
Absolutely.
All right, game 2 about to start.
Best of 3 series. Pressure is on if you're Marlboro men.
Yeah, elimination game.
It you feel like that one slipped out of your fingers there, and got
For sure, the ending, like when you're that close, right? I mean, even though the game, if they backed out and they decided not to fight till the very end, they would be in a driving position to win because like their buybacks, at some point would be available again before the Radiance, and like they could turn at that point and finish the game.
Oh, Dire team banned!
So absolutely even game, and they banned the Razor. Malware banned the Jug.
Oh,
they think that the
Dire
Jug
team
was
banned.
their biggest problem in that game. So other 2 bans, I think maybe
Radiant
those are
team
the
pick!
signature heroes of players or something.
Yep. Well, they
I'm not
banned
good-
Timbersaw last game too, so that's a carryover to whatever they had scouted.
Yeah, I'm not committed enough to check all the player profiles of the teams, but I would guess they have a good Timbersaw player.
You really
on
gotta
their
pick
team.
a hero. You got 10 seconds left. Come on, Dire team, pick it good.
Marcy first pick.
Marcy sneaks
This
through.
time it is not banned.
Absolutely.
Let's see if the Dawnbreaker is still there for the first pick for the Modern Site Derpy Dots.
Saw somebody on Reddit today say that Marcy is like
Oh man, Rick, there's
Pandemonium
only
from
10
Heroes
seconds
of
left to
Newark.
pick a hero.
Gonna have to disagree.
5
In some
seconds,
ways
Morty.
better and
It'll be
sometimes
fine.
worse. R.I.P. Heroes of Newark. I don't know. If
I
you know
saw that
Maddie, but I
some
went
people are
offline
trying
this
to
week.
make. Yeah, some people are trying to make a
Come on,
private
Dire
server
Team,
for
pick it good.
Dragon Knight.
and you're able to launch like lobbies and bot matches, but not matchmaking yet.
Come on, Radiant Team, you gotta pick them right.
It's not like completely dead if you would want to play it, with a friend, to remind yourself of good old times. Hoodwin DK for the mode and type Derpy does this time, right? Those heroes were on the Dire team. No, never mind.
10
The DK
seconds
was
to
on
pick
Dire
your
team.
hero,
DK
you
was on
and-
Dire Hood,
moron.
maybe the same player.
You
running it back.
better
It
pick your hero.
should be.
5 seconds, team ban.
Really like those two heroes together. The Hoodwink, very good follow up on the DK stun. Obviously the Medusa comes in for the Math Magician every time it's not banned. It is there, right? That's the rule. We'll see what
Dire Team
what answer to
ban.
Medusa will they come up with this time. Last time this Medusa was not that effective, even with all the farms that she had in the late game.
Whew, Radiant Team ban. You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
I feel
5
like
seconds,
Puck
Morty.
is a
It'll be
extra
fine.
good ban because I'm sure that Colonel Squid, being like a high tier player, I'm sure he's got a really good Puck. And gosh, what's the ult? What's the name of the ult? It's just a unique ability. There's not a lot of things like it in the game that can sort of leash you like that.
He actually has 46% win rate on Puck, despite what you're saying, but that is not representative, all the time. But he definitely plays Puck, as I'm sure like most mids are. Pretty rigorous hero for most players. Raiden are taking a lot of time on this ban number 4.
I'm just trying to imagine what. I mean, I think anti-mage is a cliche like pick against Medusa, but I don't know the.
Dire Team
anti-mage in a
ban.
game like this.
Oh, I would definitely want to play it if
Radiant
I would be
Team
given a
ban!
choice against Medusa. But if you pick it very early versus Medusa, you might need to put it mid, because we did once. But on the other side, it
Oh man,
worked when we
Rick,
put
there's
it
only
mid.
10 seconds
so-
left to pick a hero.
Or was it against Medusa? I think it was against Medusa.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
5 seconds left now.
We will see if it gets banned here, or if the Dire will decide to pick it up in the second
Dire
phase,
Team
maybe.
ban.
They're gonna leave it in.
Yeah, they're banning the Rubik, which was instrumental for the Dire last time.
Yeah, I feel like if it's this guy's a Crusader 5, his hero pool of stuff he can really play at that extreme high level on can't be that.
Dire Team pick.
So maybe taking Rubik off the board knocks him down a peg or two. Who knows? We'll see.
I stalker ban from Dire.
10
That
seconds
hero
to
is
pick
really
your
good against
hero,
me.
you moron.
Not saying anything, but
5 seconds, Morty.
we might be
It'll be
heading
fine.
somewhere in that direction. And they know that the Radiant will not pick the Anti-Mage, so they can definitely save it until 18.
Yeah, so we'll have the opportunity to see 4 heroes before deciding whether anti-mage makes sense. Anti-mage definitely a much harder
Radiant
to execute
team
hero
pick!
than Juggernaut.
Mirana.
Oh, love to see it. One of my favorite heroes, Mirana, Princess of the Moon.
Yep.
Love to
And
see
not
it.
like both of theirs. So assuming the Hoodwink and Miranda will be the 2 supports, both of the supports are very good follow-ups in the DK. See, whoever the DK
You really gotta pick a
goes
hero.
on,
You got 10 seconds
there will
left.
be a ton of damage and additional CC coming on top
Yeah,
of it, which
5
is almost
seconds left now.
always welcomed.
Definitely. DK, Mirana's such a fun lane because you get that long stun.
Come on,
to set up
Radiant
your
team, you
arrow.
gotta pick 'em right.
Hoodwink, same
Witch
thing. Long
doctor.
stun sets up your bushwhack. One thing that inside Derpy Dots excelled at last game was stacking their stuns and chaining them together with not stepping on each other's toes too much. And the combination they have right now really gives them the opportunity
Oh
to
man,
continue to
Rick,
do
there's
that.
only 10 seconds left to pick
Absolutely,
a hero.
absolutely. We'll see if we have the same standout performance from the
You
supports of the
better pick your
Dire
hero. 5
as
seconds.
last game.
And I mean, I'll just say the same thing I said last time, that, both these supports are low hit points. Like, heroes can really be punished, especially when you think about how strong Marcy can be or how big Mallet can be early game. But they did their thing last game with the same exact sort of worry. So
Go Dire team, pick 'em up, pick 'em out.
Face the light.
run it back.
Dawnbreaker still comes out. If I'm playing here,
Or
I
wait,
look at the
that was a
anti-mage.
Switch team. Yeah, it was on Dawnbreaker was on Derpy Dots last time. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the anti-mage here, and I'm telling my team, if I'm Dire, I'm telling Vex right now,
10 seconds to
look
pick
at the
your hero,
Radiant
you
team, they have one stun
moron.
in their team. Give me the fucking anti-mage, I'll
Yeah,
win you the game.
5 seconds
That's what
left
I'm
now.
saying at this moment if I would be on the Dire team.
Yeah, I mean, they have Dispose, Paralyzing Cask, and then Starbreaker. But the Starbreaker...
Yeah, but if
they'll
you're
need to get
hit by
shot.
Paralyzing Cask as anti-mage, something is wrong with you. If you're not able to pop your spell shield while the cask is flying, I don't know. Like, that's probably the slowest stun in the game. So, and the Dispose, I mean, until she gets a blink as well. So, like, this seems like an amazing anti-mage game if they want to go the route.
Yeah, also, you wonder if it's... I mean, I think you would want it to be a core Marcy, but with a Dawnbreaker, I don't think you would have space on it for your team to be a core.
You could do Dawn 2, you could do Dawn 4, like, or you could do March 4, like, you could swap those heroes around, like, it's really interesting, because, like, those heroes, they can be played in a lot of
Radiant
different
team
roles.
ban.
Weaver.
No animation day. Weaver also elusive, so, also good against a team with limited amount of stuns, but, oh man, if I would be there, I would be asking for the anti-mage here.
You really gotta pick a hero.
man,
You got
Rick,
10
there's only
seconds
10
left.
seconds left to pick a hero. You better pick your hero.
Dire
5
team
seconds.
ban.
Weaver's just a hero that's sneaky strong right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it's amazing right now.
It just gets to, well, especially when you get items, you don't even need the boots, so getting 6 slotted of damage dealing, stat giving items, you hit really hard.
I would say you still want
10
the
seconds
boots
to pick your hero, you
pretty much
moron.
every game on it here. At least I like it.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Like, I would never draw. I know that some people don't go boots at all, but I think going boots is extreme value. I'm looking into if this Weaver will go Diffusal this time. Last time he opted not to go Diffusal on the Jug. In that it worked out. He had enough damage. But we'll see if this time he will decide to go for a Diffusal on the Weaver.
Both teams expecting mid heroes as the last pick.
Yeah, it's just, in theory, it could
Dire
be
team
like a
ban!
DK mid or something like that, but it's obviously more
Radiant
suggestive to
team
this DK
pick!
being 3 this time. So, Batrider
Oh,
was
Dire
good.
team. Pick 'em up. Pick 'em out.
The fearsome Bat Rider on you said rank 400 Immortal.
Yep.
This is going to be a sight to see. Excited to see this one.
Batrider is
Rick,
good
there's only
against
10
Hoodwink,
seconds
right?
left to
Because
pick a
if you can
hero.
burn down the tree, if Hoodwink tries to stun him,
You better pick your hero.
it's a
5
good catch.
seconds.
They had limited catch, now they have more of it. It can up the tempo. They have the Dawnbreaker and Marcy to follow up on whoever Batrider goes onto. Really good Batrider picked up this game. It's a lot of magic damage versus the DK as well.
Definitely. And
so
Weaver,
really
a
good.
low HP carry.
Lena.
It gives him opportunity
choose your hero.
to sort of tailor-made opportunity for Dawn to land that Solar Guardian to follow up with Starbreaker.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Lena.
we'll see. Lena comes up as the last pick for the Steve Ruggs. Seabrook's playing an amazing co-op game last game. We'll see how he does this time with Lina.
Now,
Lina is a good matchup in the
Yeah.
late game versus Medusa. I have no idea how the mid lane works. Lina versus Batrider. I feel like Lina should be fine.
Yeah, I feel like
but-
Lina should be fine because she's got the longer attack range. She hits pretty hard. She should be able to abuse line of sight or like abuse vision. So hopefully, it should be an
Yeah,
easy
and
mid matchup.
it's also should be noted that both supports can come into mid pretty early to do something, right? Maybe a Miranda with the arrow or something, or maybe a Marcy comes in, bounces off the Batrider, brings Lina in, and then Batrider chase her down. So we will see if the supports will opt out to come into mid pretty early this game, compared to last game where like mids were pretty much left on their own until some point in the game.
Skins aren't as good this game, but Dragon Knight's still got a cool skin.
I mean, there are no skins for Marcy yet. Nothing
Yeah.
you can do.
But there's nothing on like Mirana doesn't even have the persona. Sad.
Yeah. I mean, Lina has the best skin, Lina skin in my eyes. Like, I really like that set, but... Skin-wise, Lina gets the win for the Dire team.
Alright, so the Rubik player last game is going to be Mirana this game.
We'll see how those
We're in
arrows...
some real trouble. I know, Morty.
How good
Just
they will
follow
be.
my lead.
And
He will
Radiant
be
is
with a
gonna
DK
start
in
with
lane
smoke.
who has the Dragon Tail, so we might see a lot of kills in the bot lane. Radiant are smoking in this 5 this time. They didn't do that last game when they were Dire. They're going towards the bottom river rune, placing his ops from the smoke. And they're looking to invade the triangle very early on to maybe get a kill before anything else happens.
Using both observer wards mid. Big investment into trying to make something happen.
30 seconds to game start.
Witch Doctor forgot to buy items. They're coming in courier. And nothing will happen. Both teams will take 2
Who's
runes.
that blowing the horn? Can somebody stop blowing
Dire
that
taking
horn?
top runes. And the Radiant are taking the 2 bottom runes.
Lina spots.
One thing is that Radiant saw Lina drop this ward. So we'll see if at some point it's really deep though. So for Batrider, it'll be kind of hard to get into there to get the ops.
But
Lina's ops.
Lina knows there's a ward mid because she came up to that high ground and the tower hit her. Is that right?
No, the Batrider placed this ward first when they were smoked, and Lina dropped her ward after that. So Batrider should know that Lina dropped the ward in the.
Nuh-uh.
Good start for Lina so far in the mid.
Hands up!
Yeah, she hits significantly harder. I mean, 61 versus 48, including the Fairy Fire for Batrider. And Batrider can certainly load up the Sticky Napalm, but I mean, the Sticky Napalm also charges Lina's stick. Lina's already
His
got 9
Hoodwink
cards
is
on her.
kind of deep, and pops the Fairy Fire to live against the Dawnbreaker damage. We'll be able to run away, but we'll need to regen up for quite some time with the Tangos now. Lina is dominating the stat sheet mid right now. 10-1 versus 6-1. dying again, and we'll go down with Spirit Blood. This Weaver is trying to chase down.
With the Germinate, it's not going to be enough, but one more.
He needs one more hit. It is enough. The Weaver does have Shiguchi for a couple seconds more, but he should be fine. He has a Fairy Fire. He can even try to chase down this Dawnbreaker if he wants to, but he'll just go for the creeps. Mid, the creep wave is coming into the Batrider Tower, so it evened out a bit. Nothing happened there. Dire will open up their big camp on the bot lane. And the Batrider missed the ops positioning. Maybe he didn't expect Lina to drop it so far down. Maybe he thought that Lina has a bit forward. So Lina will be able to save her ops. But she's getting pulled in with 5 napalm stacks. Very good light strike array, saving herself from the death over there.
Out of my way!
Oh, Dire's courier got killed. Are you kidding me? Weak.
Hoodwink's courier dies with the Salvanet, as Marcy might be a bit too deep right now.
Man, Marcy playing really aggressive.
Yeah, the Weaver, Weaver should be fine, and this Dawn is pretty low HP. This Weaver might try to chase her down with the Bushwick coming in.
What a finish.
It's just enough. Amazing play with it from the Hoodwink there.
You know, that's the second time already that Marcy has used Rebound to basically go back in and set up definitely.
Yeah, to just do 100 damage. That's not ideal. I would say cost them top. And Weaver is a very strong laner, and not like he needs any help, but you know, he's definitely getting it right now. Mid lane is getting dominated, you know, for Lina is like doubling up almost in terms of CS over this Batrider.
Bounty!
Yeah, Lina playing like who was that? TI Carl with the Lina. 33 and 4, 34 and 4 versus the 21 and 5 Batrider right now. Also, like, has a huge stick, you know, 10 charges on the fully upgraded magic wand.
Oh, a big arrow on the Medusa. Medusa's pretty low, but the DK doesn't have the Dragon Tail. Miranda leaps in. She's Maledict, so she should be careful. I think she will go down with the last Maledict tick here. No, she lives on 10 HP. So.
Nice.
Man, you might as well save that
Mid,
energy.
Batrider tries to dive
just
with popping the glyph, but is not successful. See, at this point, top, when Weaver is literally unkillable for the Radiant, they have no stuns. I mean, no reliable stuns, so he should be able to escape all the times. So the top lane is pretty over for the
Bring in
Radiant.
the Marcy mid to try and get a or if not, at least.
She can try to get a return kill, and she's still alive for now. This Marcy, even the Batrider tries to come back in, gets Laguna Bladed, and is finished up on the Marcy. Big overcommitment from the Radiant. They're underestimating the HP that this Lina has, or like overestimating damage from Batrider.
So
Amazing.
Marcy misses the
This is my
rebound,
shot.
so doesn't do the damage with the rebound.
Radiant's
and
middle
Marcy
tower is under
also
attack.
Disposes Lina to take her out of the sticky napalm, or out of the fire trail. And
Yeah, really,
Oh, Radiant's middle
really
tower is under
questionable
attack.
play from Marcy so far.
definitely, and if Marcy just hangs out there, they can use her presence to control the 6-minute rune. But instead, Lina bottles up the 6-minute rune, and can, you know, be ready for another engagement with that extra regen.
Yeah, both games, Stevie Ruggs, really good performance versus, you know, high 7k mid, right? He's holding his ground more than that both games. So, they're looking to invade and take the stacks Outrider can take the stacks really easily. So if they see they are taking down the ward, and they should see the stacks right now. So Outrider will take them. We'll see if Dire decide to do anything about with Lina potentially
Lina's
coming
got
in.
the arcane rune popped.
Yeah, they definitely know that it's happening.
Doesn't have a
sees
lot
it.
of mana though.
She has this tick.
She was able to
it's
nuke that, like, about almost all those creeps though and get the last hits.
This Weaver is pretty low for how it's said he cannot die in top. I was not watching, but I don't know what's happening there.
By the sword. Done.
Witch Doctor probably got stunned into Miran Herald bot lane, and Miran is able to find 2 boundaries as an addition for that kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Oh man!
Weaver
Oh,
able
what
to
a
get a time lapse off. Yeah, was out of range. He got or disposed out of the sentry range, so that's why he was able to live. Bottom. DK will stun the Witch Doctor with the arrow coming in.
Own it! It's
This should be
really
a
fast
trade
a bunch of times it starts
of
to not make any
DK for the
sense.
Witch
Own
Doctor.
it! Own it! Own
Which
it!
is
Own
good
it!
for Medusa. Medusa can now even stay longer in lane and farm the next couple waves.
Absolutely, get that meatball. Or that tomato.
In terms of net worth, this Lina is a bit out of control, so we'll see if she's able to do anything for her team. Now that she has BOTs, she can be more active around the map.
Oh boy,
Looking to
Dire's
join
middle
the
tower is
engagement
under
where they
attack.
happen.
Visibility!
Go.
Dawnbreaker ulting on the mid. Lina is going to go down to the lasso with the Dawnbreaker on top of her.
That's if Radiant's gonna have a good game, that's a combo we'll have to see several times in the
Dire's
mid-game.
middle tower is under attack.
For sure. And it's good for them that they have an option for the for plays like that.
Dire's carrier
They have very
just
good
got
jump
killed.
with the Bat Rider, as we talked before during the draft when the last pick came in. Stun coming in on the Medusa, the Maledict and the Cask coming back. So this DK should be careful with how far he goes. He has only 1 level in the Dragon Blood. Opted out to go 3 levels in Breathfire, so he's not that tanky at all.
Lino, little greedy, but their first item boots of travel.
Yeah, pretty much every Lina does it. It's 2 value. The hero uses a lot of mana. You need to be able to go and recover that. It accelerates your farm at the very big speed. Because like your passive doesn't work if you use a kill use spell, so you need to use mana all the time. You have big mana issues. Hoodwink is trying to look for the Witch Doctor on the bottom lane. We'll see if the Witch Doctor is able to escape. He gets bushwhacked. With DK form, this should be the bottom tower taken. The Medusa instantly DK's top, and I think they'll try to trade the towers.
Does anybody have dust? There's no dust on anybody top, so probably not realistic to get a kill on this Weaver without a misplay. Really just focusing that tower.
Yeah, they even up. I'll just need
under
the.
attack.
Yeah, Lina gets the stun up in the mid. She's trying to survive. She's trying to kill shield. Please get a return kill on the Marcy. The best she could have expected there. As her teammates are pushing the top tower, and the Weaver is successful in chasing away this Medusa. Obviously, Medusa cannot lane well versus
Jump in and Solar Guardian is gonna throw the hammer, get the Starbreaker, he's gonna go.
They have the sentry, so this DK should go down.
It's a killing spree.
As he does. Hoodwink is almost level 6. So she should have level 6 before the next engagement.
One thing that potentially could be really frustrating for the Dire is, you have
Dire's bottom tower is under
Mirana's
attack.
Moonlight Shadow core ability. Shikuchi core ability, potentially camouflage on the Hoodwink, you know, potentially a Silver Edge on Lena. You know, a lot of reasons to buy Dust if you're Radiant to really just eliminate the utility of a lot of those abilities.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, except for the Murano ulti, like, most of the times, you use those abilities to run in,
Money to burn.
or, like, to run around, you know, like, it's annoying, but it's not the biggest deal. Like, I don't know how to explain it properly, but, yeah, I don't know how to explain it better than that.
Sure, I mean, I think you're saying there's limited counterplay potential.
No, I'm saying is like the way you use those abilities most of the time as Weaver, you're using the Shikuchi to stay on the outside. Like when you see the enemies and you're staying like just outside of their attack ranges and everything, you need to go somewhere around them. So like it's not that often to use those abilities in the fights where the Dust or the Central Ability is placed in. Try to get the counter initiation after the but the DK already died. And they still have the lasso, so this Weaver should be careful with it. But he's too fast for the Radiant team to catch him.
Oh jeez, Morty, they're going after Tyre's bottom tower.
Putwing just wants to go into Medusa. With Mirana coming in there. Mirana will go for the arrow. He gets the stun off on the Medusa. Medusa has no mana, but the Radiant team is already there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mirana is out of leap charges, so this Mirana will be going down for that engagement.
Dire's top tower is under
Luna
attack.
didn't want to participate in that or didn't have the
Radiant's
kill
middle
down
tower
yet.
is under attack.
So, support kill for the Dawn ulti. It's not the biggest of deals,
Dire's
but
top tower is done
Tower
for.
gets taken top. Tower should go down bottom as soon as well as the Dawn ulti used and not being able to return to the bot side.
Radiant just fortified their
This game,
structures.
the
You know what I'm
Dawnbreaker
talking
is
about?
going to
That
have
force field
the
leads me to believe that
Echo
Dire
Saber.
just fortified their structure.
So really going to emphasize that right-clicking ability.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Very good bushwhack, a less point forcible second. Is the killed Witch Doctor mid for the Weaver. Bot tower is ended up getting taken by a DK. DK almost has his blink, so we'll see how aggressive the Dire will opt out to play after they have the blink dagger done on the DK. Weaver is going for the Lincolns, which is absolutely understandable, and I really like it against the Lasso. You understand that Lasso is pretty much on the way he dies, or the dispose, which is like not as easy to do, but still like only target stuns that he's scared of. Really good Lincoln's game for him.
Now, as Bat, are you planning to break the Lincolns yourself with some other item pickup, or are you counting on another hero on your team to constantly be breaking that for you?
Maybe at some point, like they don't have any good breaks, but like with Batrider, a lot of it is about going around and being annoying in the fights more than the jump nowadays, right? Because like that's why you see people going BOTs, Lens, and BKBs and everything. So at some point, you know, probably he'll opt out to go for something to break Lincolns, but it's too early for that yet.
Does the Fey Grenade still break Lincolns?
It does. It's the only neutral item of the it does. Dire is smoking in with the blink and DK now. They'll look to go mid and divide as 5. Lena has the TP up in case she needs to join us. She's not so far away from the BKB, so I don't know if she will want to. They're running into this into the Batrider. Batrider gets one stun into the arrow. The Batrider will die very soon. As he dies. And the Switch Doctor is about to die as well. This Mid-Tower will be also taken because there is a party. Really good engagement for the Dire. Really good catch with the blink reveal. That's what you want to see right after you get the blink. And they even have double damage on Lena with upcoming BKB. So I would suspect that they would with the BKB they would want to fight again very soon.
Yeah, you can't see the timer on the DD, but
Dire's top tower is
assuming
under
it's
attack.
the 16, well, it has to be the 16.
It just picked, yeah, she just picked up it
So
during
she's
while
gonna
they
have
were killing him.
BKB, her first BKB, and the DD here in just a moment.
Honestly, I would even suggest them going Roche with that, right? They have the Weaver max Swarm, which I usually don't do. I usually max Dominate attack for myself, but that's, you know, it's not like it's a bad choice. They have max Swarm. They have the DD on Lina. We'll see if they want to go for the Roche, but meanwhile, Radiants are smoked, running into the Dire jungle, and we'll see if they're able to find any heroes.
Under attack.
No, but Dire's cannot scan them out, so Dire knows that somebody's in their jungle.
Dire's middle
Meanwhile,
tower's
Matt
under
hits the
attack.
mid tower. I think the Dire won't defend this, so it's just towers for the Radiant.
Dire's
As
middle
the
tower
Dire
just took a
are
big
waiting to finish up their
beating. It's
BKB on
gone.
Nina.
Man,
with
great
farming
teamwork,
defense
huh,
stuff.
Rick? You're actually watching this, Morty?
This DK might get jumped by the Bat
Oh,
Rider.
Radiant's bottom tower's
Gets
under
this
attack.
close back, should out it.
Oh my
Still
god!
on the DK.
Four in a row, he's now dominating! He's dominating, Rick!
So you see Dawn went second item Shard, probably going to be a next item BKB. That's what a lot of the right-click Dawnbreakers do nowadays.
Yep, the most usual build. Sometimes you can go for the Deso, but I wouldn't think that this is the game to do. It's more of like, you know, if you're hard winning, if you're like 10-0 or something. But she decides to go for Sanj. I guess it's for Halberd as well for breaking the link in the future. Weaver sees the Dawnbreaker. Not sure if he'll be able to kill her, but at least he's able to chase her away.
And Lina ends up doing nothing with this farming for you.
Yeah, her BKB was a bit too late. Like, the rune already popped from the bottle, so it was a bit too late to group up with the DK dying mid. They didn't have the proper timing there. Let's see what else is there in terms of the new items. Almost done Lincoln's and Weaver. Manta coming in on Medusa. So nothing.
Dire's
Nothing
middle
out of
tower's under
ordinary.
attack.
Both teams just happy to sort of farm their adjusted side of the map. You know, I was watching this ESJ video and it was like, think of there being a line that
Dire's top
across the
tower's
river,
under attack.
and as you lose towers, like that line at the middle of the map adjusts, and so you can see
Yeah.
sort of the map is
so-
basically from just in front
Dire's
of the
top
top
tower's
tier
under
2
attack.
to just in front of the bottom tier 2. And the players are sort of occupying those spaces.
Yeah, like, even if you don't actively think about it, most of the games, like, that's how it naturally will go, that direction, how the map will be split. Another DD spawns
DD.
bottom, and the Dire see.
Lena's gonna grab it.
Yeah, and we'll see if she also goes for Lincolns, by the way. So 2 defensive items on Lina, they go 2 Lincolns, so they're all in on protecting themselves from this from the Bat Rider, considering that the Radiants don't have many ways to cancel Lincolns.
Which I
Dire's
mean,
top
that's
tower's under
something
attack.
that worked for them last game, so a strategy that they might feel pretty comfortable with.
Dire's top tower's under attack.
Not even gonna defend this top tier 2. Medusa's just gonna right.
Looks like Dire's structures are
100 to 0.
fortified.
That-
Yeah,
that
and the
lurking in
Weaver
the
is
trees.
about to do the same bottom. The Radiant may opt to try to
Dire's
defend.
top
The
tower's
Weaver
under
finds
attack.
this Dawnbreaker as 25 cities come in. All of the Radiant team is
Dire's
here.
top tower
Weaver is
just
able to
fell.
run away. Lina pops the BKB. Gets jump on, but immediately is able to pull the Mars. And we'll see if he's able to do anything else. He gets chain stun into the Medusa ulti. It will be able to bring down a lot of heroes down with her as well, as it ends up being 2 for 3 trade.
The prize is mine.
But Medusa gets a lot of gold from all of that, as well as the Bat Rider.
Yeah, Medusa up to level 18. Highest level in the game. Big XP boost from that.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower is under
like
attack.
one thing that I didn't think at least before, when you can pull somebody as a Bat Rider into the Medusa ulti, you know,
Radiant's middle
as, like,
tower is
guaranteed
under
chain
attack.
stun on that part there.
Definitely, and I
Jeez,
mean
Morty, they're going after Dire's
that
bottom
was
tower.
a large part of the duration
He's
of
never
Lena's
tried.
BKB.
Yeah.
She's lassoed and then she's
Whoa, Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Dire are looking to go on the Backfire's top, but he might be a little too fast for them with the BOTs and the Firefly pop.
Just what the doctor ordered.
the blink on the bat, but Flaming Lasso's not on cooldown. Oh, bat's getting
This
really
Backrider
aggressive.
might be a bit too aggressive. Gets the Goodwing stun into the arrow, into the DK stun,
Boy, killing
and he's
spree.
dead.
Oh,
And this Weaver is playing around with the Dawnbreaker bottom. He feels absolutely safe knowing that the Batrider is dead. He will look to chase down this
You
Dawn.
know, Morty, it sometimes
He
feels
gets
like
the
they don't even
ulti
care.
off, but now he's dusted. He's disposed, and he gets way overcommitted for
Oh, Radiant's top tower
what
is
he
under
tried to do there.
attack.
And the tips coming out.
Man, you might as well save that energy because Radiant just fortified their Radiant's top tower is under attack. Oh,
Yeah.
what a mess.
Both Batrider and Weaver trying to be a bit over-aggressive, trying to
Radiant's
chase
top
enemy
tower is under
out
attack.
a bit too much,
Radiant's
and
top tower is
both
destroyed.
got punished for that.
So
Still an absolutely even game. Yeah.
one thing that feels really different this game is
Radiant's
Medusa
top
is
tower is under
already
attack.
very ahead of net worth. You know, at 23 minutes to 2K ahead of Medusa. That's a little bit different than how it played out last game. Gotta believe
That is true, but I would also say that this game, I mean, last game as well, but this game there have ways to do this Medusa, right? They still have a ton of stuns, ton of follow-up stuns. You know, like they have DK Mirana, like all of their team. Like if this Medusa gets caught up with one stun, there is so much chain up follow-up that this Medusa can be brought down 100 to 0, no matter what how many items she has. So she should still be careful. The Radiant smoke is forward with the everybody except the Medusa, as Medusa is finishing up her study. They'll look to invade the Dire top side, and they will roll back. That's oh god. The Marcy dies because of that, because she disposed her teammate instead of the DK.
Marcy's having a tough game.
Yeah, not the best Marcy performance from Funzo.
That's a strange manner of conduct.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So she's able to set up her own arrows now with that.
Oh boy, Dire's
Yeah,
middle
he does
tower is
start
under
off
attack.
Batrider is looking up to pick up a BKB, same as the DK, but both of them are pretty far away from it for now. Weaver is getting Reaver, I guess that's for Satanic. Interesting choice, with not having a lot of damage right now. Ooh, he'll be a pretty low DPS Weaver, for the time being.
Yeah, he already has the Claymore and the Morbid Mask. So
Yeah, considering both him and Lina going very defensive, not sure if I like the choice a lot. In general, I prefer Weavers going like all-in damage. Like I usually pick up a very early Daedalus or something like that. Especially considering the Dire don't have too much lockdown. And, you know, with Linkens, you can feel pretty safe as long as you don't make major mistakes.
Yep, and I guess I'd like to imagine that they've decided that they're okay with Medusa going late. That's what happened last game. You know, maybe they even game plan for it, that we're building to survive and to go late and to win the game late, and we're not so worried about their, you know, their position 1 farming hero.
I mean, for sure, like they have answers in late game, and Lina is going for the Silver Edge, and they'll be able to fight them later. But you know, you don't want to fall up too behind with the philosophy of going late. you still need to be proactive in the game, even if you're planning, you know, even if you're thinking that the game will go late, you cannot be too passive and do nothing.
You can see that Bat does have the Fey Grenade equipped.
Yeah, he knows his job. He knows his job. He gets the Fey Grenade into the Weaver, into the stun, dispose, and the Weaver goes
Radiant's
down.
bottom tower is under attack.
What moved Weaver
I'll
there?
take that.
Dispose.
Well, Dispo moved him back. What moved him in the first? Oh, was it a bomb? Whatever it's called. Yeah,
Yeah,
flame break.
probably.
Flame
Yeah.
break and
Radiant's bottom
Dispo's
tower
right
is under
back.
attack. Man, you might as well save that
Yeah, so
energy.
we're seeing
Get
like,
Radiant
you know,
just
with playing for late, with playing passively, like you're opening up for the jumps for the ganks from the Radiant team, and this will now allow them to use cut out the Aegis with the Daedalus coming up very fast as well, very soon. He will have Aegis, but he should be careful as to not get
It's
jumped.
about time somebody took him out. The guy's a weirdo. Yeah, he's giant weird.
Medusa's a hero that always builds defensive first, but Medusa's going to be like one full core item ahead of Weaver, and it's going to go Daedalus with a third item, and going to have that Daedalus in, you know, a
Oh
minute
boy,
or less.
Dyer's middle tower's under
Yeah,
attack.
a lot of this game, like this Weaver is at this point, like
Dyer's
the
middle
life gets
tower's
hard
under
for him, you
attack.
know. Like a lot of this game is on Lina and how well she'll perform, and even more like they need to get a jump. Their team don't have the best saves, or like rather any saves. They need to get the jump first. They have good heroes for that, but they need to start playing, you know, that way with those heroes, looking for the pickoffs. Even though, you know, now the Radiant are absolutely ready to fight them and are grouped up, they need to try to find in a fight to jump the first hero. They need to jump that Bat Rider or the Dawn first.
Bat has an Invis rune that he just popped, so can really.
Dyer's top tower's under attack.
The Weaver TPs to defend.
Radiant's
He
bottom
should be
tower is
careful
under attack.
as to not get jumped with
Way to
the Bat
go!
Rider again
Radiant's
if
bottom tower's
he's in the
completely
vicinity.
gone. Dyer's middle tower's under attack.
Sentry gets placed, so the Radiant are ready to jump
Dyer's
this,
middle tower's under
Weaver.
attack.
Marcy is not able to do it in time, as she's Bat Rider cancelled another link with the fake name. Fake name does not
Radiant's
even
bottom tower's under attack.
Oh, at least
It's
runs
good
into it.
support zone. Math,
Yeah.
so Math does have the Aegis, so even if he
He
goes
should die once though.
The snake strikes back.
They have a DK and they have a stun, right? They have a lot of chain stuns. So you see they're able to
and then another Mirana arrow, perfect.
She lives for now. Medusa is still fine. There is no Lina, so they don't have any damage, right? The Weaver does pretty pathetic damage with Lincolns and going satanic. So they're not scared of him at all. They're ready to. I think they're ready to come back and hitting this high ground.
Medusa getting low resources, gonna probably have to take a step back. Mirana, or Marcy jumps in the line of fire.
We were able to press the time lapse in time as well. Now the Dire will try to chase down the Radiant will escape, but the Witch Doctor will be left over to kill to die. Sorry, and I mean overall that's not the worst for the Dire. After they lost Lina, it could have been way worse. They didn't lose even the tower for that.
Definitely.
Sure, it's not ideal losing your Lina, and they'll need to work somehow. This battery is a big problem with the Fig Grenade. Like, honestly, this game, if the battery doesn't have a Fig Grenade, the Weaver doesn't die top, Lina doesn't die top,
Dyer's middle
Weaver
tower's
doesn't
under
die
attack.
bottom, and Lina doesn't die top. This game looks completely different. Like, this Fig Grenade changes the game so much.
Oh boy, Dyer's
As he's
middle
able to
tower's
stun
under
Lina
attack.
again into the Dawn ulti. A bit late, Lina is able to pop the BKB and turn around and will be able to run away from the Radiant heroes as she's pressing the
Dyer's middle
Shellblade
tower's under
with
attack.
the run ulti on top. But she's skin with the dust. But they can kill this Batrider. This Batrider is about to die.
That does hit the BKB in time to get away. Weaver down.
Is able to. Pops time up to the last time, and this Batrider is dead finally now. This is middle of nowhere, but and she's getting killed by the Lina. Witch Doctor should go up a hole very soon. Big turnaround to the Dire as Radiant missed their jump on Lina first, and the Dire are there to punish the Radiant for that. And maybe when this Marcy gets killed off as well, I think they see her and about to jump, she's able to escape and rebound of the creep wave. Alright, really big turnaround. You know, Dire Radiant were pulling ahead, and now Dire straight back into it, leading in a net worth once again. 3.5k gold swing, 7k XP swing in that fight. And as once again we see that Medusa left alone, like versus Lina outranges her and is able to kill her down from far away as they're controlling her to death when Batrider is not getting the jump first.
Radiant's middle tower is under
BKB
attack.
picked up on the Medusa for the next fight, and the Satanic is down on the Weaver. Radiant are going on fire, and they should be careful with the Batrider respawning and having the lasso. They're forcing out the glitch, and I think they should back out here shortly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Batrider wings up the high ground, tapping the DK, able to pop the BKB.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Dire will be able to escape in this engagement.
Wait for it.
And the DK got pretty tanky pretty fast with the Sanj, BKB, and having his bonus counter.
Yeah, this Dawnbreaker now 2 times in a row she misplayed. She used her Soul Garden a bit too late, because Flame lasts 4 seconds and her jump is like 3 seconds, I think, or something. So she if you're a bit too late, they're able to pop the BKBs, which saved first Lina and now the DK. She's looking to pick up the Ags. Never mind, she doesn't want the Ags, she wants the Hex. I thought that it would help her, but we'll see if she makes the same mistakes again, because, like, you know, they need a chain stun on top of the lasso to kill the heroes. And Mirana will have a Lotus Orb done. I think right now, I think it's coming to her in the career. That's also a big part in protection against that
Triple fire.
that rider.
Yeah, the Flame Lasso with the Lotus Orb just makes both heroes lasso do each other, correct?
Yeah, yes. I mean, they still get stunned, right? It's still a stun, but it's better to get stunned in place than to getting pulled away from your team towards this Medusa. Dire smoking, they're getting out. They're feeling radiant hot, and they're getting the jump on this Medusa with the chain stun. Dawnbreaker comes in with the ulti, able to turn around, but she has no mana, so they should be careful. Weaver gets pulled by the lasso. We'll be able to brought down 100 to 0. This Marcy about to die to Lina. This Lina should be feeling still strong. Still has the actually doesn't have anything, but lasso is popped, and in the end it is a carry for the support trade, which favors Radiant. Good jump from the Dire, but Radiant were in the vicinity of the Medusa to save her in time. And once again, you know, you wonder if this Weaver goes more offensive items, maybe they will have enough damage to kill this Medusa before 13 was there.
Yeah, and I mean, now that Weaver has built the Satanic, he has to go BKB next, so it's an even longer delay between that first offensive item.
Yeah, like you know, you go BKB and like, how much damage do you do? Like, you do 0 damage to this Medusa as the Weaver, which is not ideal. Like, this game, Lina plays it amazingly, and she needs to keep it doing that way to kill this going forward. Math looking to go Butterfly next underneath.
Yeah, one thing I just noticed too, Dawnbreaker has just foregone BKB and built Basher, Halberd, and now has Aghanims queued up.
Yeah. I guess she understands that her main Mirana is getting jumped by the Marcy. Weaver will turn around and Mirana will be able to escape with the leaps coming in. Good return. Again, not the greatest jump by the Marcy.
Mega kill.
Also down bottom, Lina gets the jump with the Hoodwink on the Dawnbreakers and missed her kill. As we were saying, you know, she does have the BKB. Potentially she was punished for not having a BKB there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Weaver is now considered going Scotty. Like, I really dislike the build. Like,
Roche
even
is
like
up again.
BKB is understandable, but the Scotty need damage. This DK is running into 3 here like an absolute madman, forces the Medusa BKB out, and will look to chase the Medusa down. Pops his own BKB. Will try to get a stun. Will get lasso into. He's looking away from the Medusa, so he will not get double stun. He will get stunned now because he turns around. Weaver starts to put out the damage into the Witch Doctor and kills him down. This DK gets thrown back by the Marcy and will die, but the Marcy will die in return.
I'll get over it.
Dire's still in good shape to do Roche, but I don't think that they realize that it's up yet.
Whatever they do, like, the DK has huge balls, and they've
They're gonna
paid
check
off
it out.
this
They
fight
see it
by...
now.
Yeah. And they have the Weaver bugs, they have Lina damage, so they will be absolutely fine. The Aegis to Lina, understanding of Lina is their most important hero right now. Like, the difference between Lina is alive and Lina is dead is pretty much winning and losing the fight. So giving her the protection against the
Radiant's
lasso
middle
initiation
tower is under attack.
is what you want. Hoodwink also has an axe already.
Yeah, Hoodwink's
I'm not
had
sure.
sneaky good farm both of these games.
Yep.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So that's even more magic damage coming with the Lina, with the Hoodwink, with the Mirana, all of that stuff.
Always watch where you're walking.
Medusa should have level 25 before the next fight, probably.
Swifter than
That will
ever.
be a big part for the Radiant.
The prize is mine.
What else is there? Batrider gets a Force Staff, so now he's able to drop his Fig Grenade, and is able to break those links. Fig Grenade goes to Marcy, so there is that
Batrider's
for
now
additional.
435 base movement speed. Once he pops that Firefly, I think he's gonna be up over 500.
Also, the DK has Halberd, which is amazing against the Medusa, right? Worst feeling is Medusa is when you cannot hit. Like, you pop your ulti and you get halberded. Like, you awkwardly stand there and look as you cannot die. Oh, not in time. He needed to force staff, and I think he forced staff himself instead of the Weaver. So he used lasso into the Lincolns this time. Lincolns was able to save the Weaver. Weaver went for the Scotty, which I said it in earlier, especially because Lina has a Scotty as well. They have the same item, and the Weaver still has no damage.
I guess Scotty's kind of a hybrid item.
I mean, it's just you already have one Scotty. Are you sure you need the second one? You know. I mean, I know I'm kind of flaming here, but I really don't enjoy that much
Radiant's middle
defensive
tower is
items.
under attack.
But you know, if it saves him once, if it allows him to live through his stun and then
Radiant's
turn
middle
around
tower
with
is
the
destroyed.
time lapse, sure, you know, he'll report it. We'll see if it pays off. Batrider also picks up a gem, so
Dire's top
initiation
tower
will
is
be
under
easier
attack.
now. I don't know if he had it for
That force
before.
field leads me to believe that Dire
He
just
had it.
fortified
He's
their
had it for about
structure.
2 minutes. He had it for that last one that he messed up, but that was the first
Okay.
sort of attempt at using it. But Lena's down to 145 on the Aegis. I mean, you would think they want to force something, but they just moved
I
back
mean,
to push
right
out all
now,
the lanes.
all of the Radiant team is locked up in the base for 3 minutes. That's absolutely fine. Like if you see the graphs jump through for all of that, like you use the Aegis to jump the graphs by 10k net worth. You're fine with that. Now Radiant are looking to get out on the map again, and they get scouted out by the equivalent illusion. Hoodwink is getting lassoed in. It's fine. She will die. I'm not sure if it. They're even they're returning to another support. Hoodwink buys back. Dawnbreaker got slowed down by the Scotty, so she might be. No, she's able to blink out in time. Medusa used ulti just to escape, just to protect her as she was TPing out. And she has the butterfly, but Lina will have her own MKB pretty soon. Double damage on the Weaver. Weaver now deals damage, and he's going for a Daedalus finally for a damage item as well. He has Gemini attack, level 25 talent. Lina has attack range. They'll be looking to siege the high ground in the last 30 seconds of Aegis. They should be careful about the
Radiant's
Aegis
middle
timing,
tower is under attack.
as to not get caught off guard with that. Now they decide to, I think, to just go for the top tier 2 instead. If they realize it's too little time on the Aegis to do anything.
Hey, we can see you.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is
Also,
under
DK
attack.
will have the axe done for the next spot.
Oh,
Should
Radiant's
probably
top
buy it
tower
out
is
right now.
destroyed.
Dawnbreaker also buys an axe.
When are these people gonna
We'll be
learn?
able to
When are
we'll be
these
able to
people gonna learn,
save
Morty?
from the chains stun follow-ups, right? From all the physical damage from Lina and Weaver. Lasso on the Weaver.
Jumps on Weaver.
Oh!
Not gonna get the chain stun though.
Mirana stunned Marcy mid jump, so so Marcy couldn't dispose. Amazing play from Mirana for predicting where Marcy will jump, saving the Weaver there. Really good play from Mirana there. Situation gets really dire for the Radiant. You know, it's like they're locked in place in base now. There is no lasso, and they're heading head-on into them. DK opts to leave money for buyback and not buy the axe for the time being.
Money to burn.
Invisibility.
Whoa, look at it go!
The prize is mine.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Backrider gets the jump on the DK, but DK is able to pop the BKB as he tries to retreat, covered by the Moonlight Shadow. His team in the vicinity, and the Radiant should retreat as they do. Weaver is hitting the high ground. He knows that there is no lasso, so he feels absolutely safe. Without lasso, there is no way he can die here.
Man, and he took about 95% of that tower's health too.
And now Radiant are locked, you know, they try to come out, they try to do the lasso jump, but like, it's just not enough at this point.
More fuel for my
They're
fire.
lacking the follow-up damage. Like, their team is pretty low damage. Like, they do have no burst. They see that DK sees them all. Weaver escapes in time. Radiant are desperate to do something. We'll see if they're successful. No beacon gets done, so she gets stunned by DK. Gets dropped down.
Morty, who was that?
Witch Doctor is getting chased around by the DK. They see him, they pop the dust.
Morty.
Radiant are in
Of
this
freshly
situation,
slaughtered
they feel like they
bodies.
have to do something, but they're just very underpowered, it seems like, and forcing something. Although forcing that was crazy when Marcy disposed Batrider away from them.
Yeah, like, you know, like, they need to kill a hero during lasso, and like, when that didn't happen, they just don't have the follow-up to kill, you know, to do anything. Like, they need to kill a hero during lasso, but they don't have enough damage.
And Dire don't have to force anything right now, but they're not even really forced anything by Lina with 7 stacks of Fiery Soul just annihilating this tower.
Absolutely, and Lina now has an MKV. Deuce opted out to go for the axe here. I would be interested if, you know, maybe Rapier was what they needed, you know, to do the to have the damage before the lasso. But
would go that quick.
Dire have been keeping a good eye on it, so my guess is Mirana is going to scout it out right now. Will they go for it with 20 seconds left on Dawnbreaker?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, they absolutely should go
Oh,
here.
Lina's going to die. Oh, and especially with
With a swarm, so yes. And now they have a Daedalus and Weaver, so you know, Weaver is now scary enough to damage the wall. Sector gets popped from the Weaver, so Weaver is able to save his teammates from lasso, which is very important for them, right? Now, like, life gets even harder for this Batrider. The Batrider did so much for the Radiant.
That will essentially purge.
Yeah. It's a pretty low range, though, you know, they nerfed it. It's a very small range, but still, it's something. It makes life harder and harder and harder for the Radiant.
Ooh, there's a DD bottom, but I don't think anybody sees it yet.
Yep. Lina gets ulted by the lasso, gets full up with the Dawnbreaker. Will be able to pop the features. Pops the stun, but she doesn't have a C panic, so she cannot regen up and ends up dying.
That's about exactly what you want to happen. If you're the Radiant, that buys you a minute or two, at least, where they're probably not going to high ground. Burns a couple minutes off the Aegis. So.
Oh boy, Dire's bottom tower's getting hit.
That's the play you want to happen 100% of the time. DK sees the DD.
Double damage.
They should be careful about going so aggressive without Lina here. I know they have Weaver has the Aegis, but still. Chasing into the enemy base.
Those little rats.
They get a stun on this Batrider. The Batrider will go down very fast. Last second hit. No, still has the flying to the DK. Weaver should be fine. Still has Aegis in case he gets cut off. He gives him the time lapse. He's full damage. The producer pops the DTV. Will try to stand his ground. Dawnbreaker buys back. Oh no, right. She just uses the ulti. Weaver drops the Aegis. The DK goes back in, stuns the Starts to get down low. Damage from Lina. This Medusa will go back. Yes, this Batrider also goes down after the buyback. No more the dieback. And the Batrider. The Radiant are deep into the base. As they're hitting this Lina just popped.
Medusa.
Oh boy, somebody called Trust.
Yeah, it's pretty over. Last buyback.
Come on, get with it.
Oh no.
Double team up with the fire. Amazing play from the fire, and I think this will be the end of the game.
I think I'll pass.
Yeah, very solid 2-0. Game 1 went both ways. Game 2, good start from the Radiant. You know, the Battle a lot, but it was not enough. At some point, the Dire got just too strong. You know, honestly, the Game 2, it was 50 minutes, but it didn't feel that way. You know, it felt like this game was like 30 minutes to me or something.
Absolutely, yeah, that's interesting. It did not feel like that long of a game.
Yeah. But overall, both games really interesting. You know, there were turnarounds. Radiant had their chances. Dire had to plan both games how to deal with this Medusa with a lot of long-range stuns, long-range damage dealers. You know, game 1, they had the Rubik, the Hoodwink stuns. They had the Quap with the damage. This game, they had the Hoodwink and Miranda, same thing, right? With Lina also dropping the stuns and like just it was basically Medusa was 5-shot in late game. Like you don't expect it, but its Medusa was not tanky at all versus Lina's damage. Absolutely standout performance from Steve Ruggs both games. Amazing play from him.
Definitely, definitely.
As they secure top 6, and they'll be playing Sick Nasty's team on Saturday in the morning. So,
yeah, really just playing to survive. Playing heroes that are hard to kill in whatever way. You know, if they're like DK, they're straight up tanky. If they're heroes like Hood or Weaver, you know, sort of sneaky, slinky, can get away to sort of live through and ultimately overpower a Medusa. So
yeah, you know, like I kept saying all game long that I didn't like the Weaver didn't go for the damage items, but you know, in the end, he had the time to finish up all of his kit, and he was able to be absolutely effective. So, you know, they won. So, you know, what can I say? Amazing game from both teams, but Smack goes forward. So,
definitely,
yep.
Definitely. All right, Madior. Well, thanks for casting, and
yep.
You know,
see you on Saturday then.
See you then. All right, man.
Good luck.
Take it easy. Peace.